Okay. Okay. Just making sure you guys are tucked in and ready to go because I sure am. Okay, that was fucking cheesy. But yeah, finally ready with this shit. I was having some problems for a second. But I'm back on my shit. So, yeah, this video of Elizabeth Warren came out of her her model is malfunctioning. She's drinking beer and shit and hanging out with her husband and shit like that, which goes against her original programming. So yeah, her human behavior chip is a little off in this clip that just got released. I thought it was funny, so I thought I'd. Well, this stream is part me roasting Elizabeth Warren and that, that trans person at GameStop, girl defined, but my main reason for doing this, my main reason for doing this cringe stream tonight is because, well, my monetization on my channel is back, thank fucking God, and I'm in a good mood. So I was like, fuck it, let's just do a stream, get it over with. Put something out for you guys to settle your hash while I'm working on the problem with that poo video, which I think will be more a commentary video than a review, actually. Which is, because, well, I'm going to explain it in the commentary, like in a little brief intro of why I'm doing that instead of a straight up review. Because the movie, there's nothing to that documentary. There's absolutely nothing to it. Nothing. It's so bad. Like any asshole who has a vague memory of The Simpsons would know that documentary is horseshit. So there was no point in her doing a review. It's so hollow. There's nothing there. It'd just be me making fun of that asshole for 15 to 20 minutes. But anyway. Libertarian video says she can't hear, but I think everyone else can hear. The fuck? Oh, hey, I Kazed and Arlen Cozy. Yeah, I gotta start this fucking shit. Otherwise, people are gonna get bored. Okay. Oh, wait, shit. Hang on a second. Okay, there it is. All right, yeah, let's. Oh my God! Someone gave me a super chat already. Thank you, James Moore. I have come from EFAP. Here is some money for you to buy a quart of rhino milk. Have a good stream. Thank you, sweetie. All right. Let's get to this because I've been talking bullshit. For too long now. Let's. Oh God.
Hold on a sec. I'm gonna get me a beer.
Keep in mind, this is kind of like condensed. I couldn't find like the full clip, but notice. But okay, because it says I can hear. I just know I'm watching from a potato based on the 480p. All right. Well, like the first thing I notice about this is just I'm gonna go get me a beer. Like that's how the rural people talk. We all fucking talk like that. I'm gonna go get me a beer. And like she wasn't convinced by it. I'm go get me a beer. that oh God, it's not a good start. It's not a good start at all. I like that tile work though in her kitchen. It's fat. It's nice.
Hey, Glover, my husband Bruce. is now in here.
Oh my God. My husband Bruce is now in here. He is my humanoid life partner. Oh God.
You want a beer?
No, I'll pass on the beer for now.
You sure?
Thank
Come over and say hello to folks.
Yes.
So,
Hey.
this is my sweetie.
Hello.
And I'm crazy.
What the fuck are they hidden? Are their asses? Either they're hidden each other's backs or their asses, and if so, is their ass or back made of fucking mahogany shit? That shit was loud and hard. It was like, what the fuck? Yeah, because I know she ain't got cake like that, so. So I know that, yeah, oh my God, that was the most unnatural padding I've ever heard.
So, this is my sweetie.
Hello.
And I'm
Listen to this shit! Oh, wait, hang on.
crazy.
I love you.
I love you too. Thank you for being here.
Pleasure.
I'm glad you're here.
Enjoy your beer.
Oh yeah, thank you for being here. Enjoy your bit. They're talking like they're talking like he is a bartender, or like he is or he's a cashier person at a restaurant, and she is a customer. Then it was so unnatural. Wait, let me rewind that.
And I'm crazy.
I love you.
I love you too. Thank you for being here.
Pleasure.
I'm glad you're here.
Enjoy your beer.
Who have we got here?
Who fucking talks like that? Who talks like that? Enjoy your beer. Yeah. Have a good day. Yeah, we'll be having some form of sex later. Yeah, I'll get it up for like 2 seconds and get soft when I see the cold dead look in your eyes, and then I will then our resentment will grow, and then we will roll over and fall asleep. Yeah, goodbye. Enjoy your beer. You're not going to win the presidency in 2020s, but you enjoy your beer.
So far. Skylar, and 14 others. Hello, Denise. Hi. Fortnite. Good to see you. Who else?
Fortnite. Good to see you.
We got Kenny. Is that right? Kenny and the boys. Oh, glad to see you. Is that Greeny Goddess? Wow, that's a name I'd like to have.
Yeah, that's how she is on the dick. It's just like, I'm not sure about this. Yeah, you see how she would like. She's never drank a beer before in my life. I mean, I haven't either. Not really. But goddamn, I'm sure I know about like bottle procedure. And I know what apprehensive drinking looks like. that wasn't believable.
A name I'd like to have.
Yeah, look at her. When she hesitates, when she lifts it up.
So, or
And that beer doesn't look like it has a label on it.
have.
Like a real, like with designs and shit. It looks white. God damn it. I wish I had better control over this. Or do I? No? God damn it.
Or as my mother always referred to me,
But the beer bottle doesn't look like it has a proper label on it. Like, it's one of those off-brands that just says the word beer on it. Oh my god. It's like she's a robot and she has some mechanic inside her that can create labels and containers for shit. And she just, I made, like she just made beer out of the ingredients stored in her machinery. It's just so odd. This whole video is odd.
the surprise. It's one of the things that we had to decide was when to do.
Meme says how much you want to bet there's nothing in the bottle. I think there was. I just don't think it was beer. It was probably root beer or some shit because I heard the glugging. I heard the glugging very audibly, but I don't think it was beer. This is probably root beer or some non-alcoholic horse shit.
This. I never thought I was going to run for politics, any kind of elected office. So
Yeah,
who
neither did we, especially not after this video.
else have we got here? Darth? It's good to see you, Darth. I'm glad you're here. You know, that's what gets me in this fight. That's what makes me excited. So, here's to 2019 and changing the world. Happy New Year. Bye-bye.
Yeah, and how she struggles with the camera. Like, you know, it's not the camera you have to turn off. It's the streaming on the app. Oh God, that was shit. Forgot there was an autoplay feature on this bullshit. But yeah, that was ugh. That was horrendous. Oh, okay. Now for the next one, because that one was just that shortened my fucking lifespan. All right. Yeah, now we got this bullshit. Ugh. I think I might have a lot more fun with this than the last one because I don't understand stiff and robotic. That's something that's foreign to me. I can't work with that. All right, now we're gonna watch the transgender goes off at GameStop video. Oh God. I've seen some of this. I've seen a couple other people commentate on it. I haven't seen the entire thing because I hate confrontations like this. The confrontations where people go nuts and start threatening violence. It fucking freaks me out on some level, but it was still funny though.
We're not doing credit. You're gonna give me my fucking money back.
Excuse me, sir. There's a young man in here. And your wife
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
It is ma'am and man. Yeah, this would always irk me about this video. Or about the guy in this video. Like, you look like a dude. You look like a passable dude. And as some people are going to say, well, he's wearing pink and earrings. It's ma'am. Like, he's wearing pink and wearing earrings, but that doesn't make you a girl. I thought we've been over this. That just because a guy's wearing pink and earrings doesn't mean he's a girl. Just means he might enjoy wearing pink and earrings. Yeah, we've been through this, haven't we? It's 2018. It's current year. Shit. So, like, for him to chew her out like that for misgendering him is kind of stupid. Because, like, yeah, this is current year, bitch. We're better than this. Like, we're not supposed to adhere to gender roles. But yeah, he's up in here looking like a straight up like a dude bro gym rat. Like, he's fucking chugging down the muscle milk on a daily. Got veins popping out of his forehead, out of his 5 head and shit. And, like, they're trying to convince us, he's trying to convince people, like, he's getting mad at people for misgendering him. It's like, dude, you should know what you look like by now. You should know what you look like. You look like a guy right now. You have to, if you really wanted to be taken seriously as a girl, you should have come up in there with a dress on. Because you can't, like, come on, man. You know how you look. It's just really unfair. That's what makes this even more frustrating. Because it's just not fair the way he's treated. Well, getting irrationally angry at any establishment is unreasonable anyway. But, like, when you appear as a guy, and then people, because like I said, I've said this in the past, like, people are visual, and if you look like a guy, they're gonna think you're a guy. I mean, Casby says he totally looks like Buffalo Bill. Oh, he does. Except this part is kind of on the wrong side, but yeah, he does. That's not good.
I can call the police if you'd like me to. You need to settle down.
You need to settle down and mind your business, okay? Ma'am, once again, ma'am.
Once again, ma'am.
No, you said.
Once again, ma'am, bro. I did not build this Patrick Swayze chest for you to call me ma'am. For you to call me man. It's ma'am. These thick, muscular cow calves. These are straight up girly. I will not have you disrespect my femininity up in this bitch.
Yes, sir. Once again, it's ma'am.
I actually said both of you guys. It was general.
Right beforehand, you fucking said sir.
Sir? Okay.
His voice isn't even feminized. Your average trans person would make their voice, like a trans female would try to make their voice sound feminine. Like it's just weird. Like, oh, I have dysphoria. It's really bad. I don't like being reminded that I am my birth gender because it triggers my dysphoria. But yet he's doing all this masculine shit and freaking out in front of all these people. That's not.
Motherfucker, take it outside. If you want to call me sir again, I can show you a fucking sir.
I apologize.
Motherfucker.
I apologize now.
I need your corporate number because I'm going to call them and talk about how I was misgendered several times in this store.
I apologize for that.
I need your corporate number now.
I will body you, motherfucker.
Get it for me now.
I'm going to ask you to calm down and stop cussing.
Give me your
Stop
corporate
hitting
number.
bitch properly.
Well, I'm going to ask you for the 5th time to stop calling me a man because quite clearly I am not.
And I apologize. I'm sorry for that, ma'am. I will get you that number. Is that okay?
Yes,
I'm
get it
just
for me
asking-
now.
I'm asking you to stop
Get it
cussing.
for me now. I'm not cussing. I'm not cussing.
Okay.
Give me the damn number now, please. Ooh!
Ma'am, I apologize.
Ooh, he's just a big bully. when he said, oh, it reminded me of Cool Cat. Oh my god. Oh, son of a bitch! I will throw my dick at you.
I apologize, ma'am. I will get you that number right now.
No, you're just gonna keep bumping your gums. You're just gonna keep bumping your gums and disrespecting trans people in this store, which I plan on telling the entire LGBTQ community. You're going to.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck, dude. They are completely washing their hands of you. The reaction from the LGBT community has not been in your favor, bruh. They want nothing to do with you. I'm gonna call the whole LGBT community, and they will put their heads on my feminine shoulders. we will come together as ladies, as one, and we will bring your male shitlord ass down, motherfucker.
I'm gonna lose money over this. No, you're just gonna keep bumping your gums.
I will get you that number. Is that okay?
Yes,
I'm
get it
just
for me
asking-
now.
I'm asking you to stop
Get it
cussing.
for me now. I'm not cussing. I'm not cussing. Give me the damn number now, please. Ooh!
Ma'am, I apologize.
Ooh!
I apologize, ma'am. I will get you that number right now.
No, you're just gonna keep bumping your gums. You're just gonna keep bumping your gums and disrespecting.
Casby's like, what's the corporate number for the LGBT community? I was gonna say 1-800. Fuck this guy.
Trans people in this store, which I plan on telling the entire LGBTQ community. You're going to lose money over this.
I'm blast my quads at the gym. I'm so upset. Oh god. Oh, that's upsetting. And I love how he just expects the LGBT community to just rally behind him. Like, I'm all for trans rights and everything, and I respect trans people, but Jesus, like, you come in there looking like just a dude, like just a dude wearing pink, because I've seen a lot of, like, pink is not a color that men shy away from anymore. That's not a thing anymore. So, and plus we have all these and plus we've got all this shit with, oh, well, guys can wear dresses and shit and still, like, crush pussy and still be heterosexual and still be manly and all that. And you know, we're told, like, not to be so binary when it comes to gender, but then you know, he comes up in there and gets mad because someone accidentally misgenders him. I mean, that doesn't seem right. I mean, come on, lighten up, dude. Lighten up. I mean, this is improper for anyone to do. It's just like, it's not even that deep, bruh. It's not even. I mean, I get it. It's GameStop. They'll offer you $10 for a brand new PS4 and a full stock of games. I get it. I fucking get it. But that was uncalled for. You did not need to fucking knocking shit over. I mean, come on, dude. Oh my god, Neru the Loved said, Jay Longbone, will you disavow Jeff Holiday? It depends. What do you do now? First I hear he's doxing people, which naturally I don't fucking tolerate. And then like there's this shit with his wife is cucking him or whatever. That's not really anything to disavow someone over. But yeah, if it's over the doxing thing, then well, yeah, then I kind of, yeah, I'd have to disavow him because that shit's not cool. Oh, okay. Let's get to the next thing. Let's get to the Girl Defined channel. Guess we're gonna be looking at those fucking videos all night. Ugh. That's gonna be some shit. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Alright. Alright, now we're going to take a little look at Girl Defined. There have been people asking me. If you can hear my sister vacuuming in the background, I'm sorry. But, anyway. Several people have been asking me to cover this channel, and yeah, I saw the video that Cody Co and Noel did on it, and it was fucking hilarious. They did 2 videos on it, actually. And I did eventually want to cover it, but it's like all this stuff kept coming up. More important stuff kept coming up, and I was just like, do I really want to do this? Like this? Now, I'm gonna preface this by saying, like, yeah, they're this crazy Christian channel. Like, they're the kind of Christians who would make a movie like Let There Be Light or God's Not Dead. They would unironically enjoy that shit. With with every fiber of their being, sorry. They would enjoy like the worst of Christian entertainment. These are not like regular Christians. They're a little off. They're a little off. So yeah, this is what we're gonna delve deep into. I think they wrote a book, and this is a oh god, my sister's vacuuming and it's really fucking noisy. I'm sorry if you can't hear this shit.
Most girls dream of finding true love someday. The fairy tales we watched as little girls made romance seem easy, almost perfect. We dream of the day when we'll experience our own happily ever after. Then we grow older, and reality hits. Love isn't as easy as Hollywood made it look. In fact, it's not easy at all. Love and romance aren't simple, but often painful and complicated. Despite our little girl dreams,
I mean, they even make love look complicated and painful in Hollywood. You know, it's not it's not exactly a new concept. I mean, if you're getting your love advice or any kind of outlook on love from Hollywood, yeah, you're fucking doing it really wrong. So that's a red flag.
so few of us experience lasting love and satisfying relationships.
Especially if you're too busy rubbing your clit up against the Bible.
If love stories play out so perfectly on the silver screen, why aren't we experiencing them in real life?
Oh my god, they look like Marlon and Shawn Wayans and White Girls. They look like the white girls from they look like, yeah, they oh wow. They just look really off. I mean, Elizabeth Warren acts like a robot, but they actually look like one. They look like cyborgs. If we can't find love, then yeah, they're real. It seems like just some big performance from these two.
Hollywood has the answers to true love, why are so many of us struggling with broken hearts, shattered expectations, devastating breakups, and unfulfilled longings? The problem isn't that we're longing for true love. It's that we're pursuing love in all the wrong ways. Our society promotes the idea that we can completely ignore God's design for love, sex, and romance and still have lasting...
Okay, so to reiterate, what is God's plan for love? Repression. Repression, and that's about it. What is God's plan for love? I mean, God's plan for love would be like anyone's fucking plan. Like, oh, respect and commitment and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so why do you have to put God into it? What's the point? What's the point?
Satisfying results, that we can define love according to our own terms and still create happily ever afters. But this isn't working. Instead of defining love according to our own terms, we need to get back to the author of love himself. Since God is the designer and definer of love and romance, he knows how it should work best.
Yeah, didn't he bang a whore and then die? I mean, it's just... Yeah, I don't know what they're trying to say here. He banged a whore and he died. He died for our sins, but it's... Oh, God.
Holds the answers for how to navigate our love lives with clarity and purpose. Whether you're single and struggling to stay content, involved in a confusing relationship and need clarity, trying to guard your heart and stay pure, or wondering how to navigate the path to marriage successfully, God's Word has answers. We hope you'll join us on a journey to discovering God's beautiful and incredible design for true love and lasting relationships.
Nah, let's just skip the trailer and go to something more. Well, let me look at the chat right quick because it's kind of bubbling. Didn't God kill his son? Do you watch Murdoch and Murdoch? Narrow the Love says, do you watch Murdoch and Murdoch? No. Nah, I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna have to look that up. Not I says, if a man can swing a magical hammer at Barney's the purple dinosaurs, human Sona on the silver screen, why do it in the real world? And La Sierva says, I thought rubbing your clit on the Bible was just a joke, but now I stand tremendously corrected. Yeah, they're kind of here. They're kind of funny. All right, so like they say they post videos every Wednesday. So that means they've just released a new one. But it looks boring. It's about fucking books, and I want to see some fucking cringe, bitch. Their most popular videos are 6 things every Christian girl needs to know before what? Before getting married. Oh, God. Okay.
Hey, it's just Kristen here at Girl Defined today. And
hey! Don't strain your vocal cords, sweetheart. Yeah, just calm down. Be careful.
in this vlog, I'm going to be personally sharing with you 6 things every Christian girl needs to know before getting married. So I've been married to my husband.
Learn to swallow.
Zach now for almost 6 years, which is crazy. Like, time has flown. But now that I've been married for 6 years, which still isn't a super long time for some people, I have learned so much since those early days of marriage. And I can even remember back before I got married, the hilarious thing is that I thought I knew so much back then. Like, I remember the wedding day approaching thinking like, man, this wife thing, like, I've got it down. I've read all the books, all the Christian.
I've got it down. I read the book. All right, I think one thing that you need to learn is just turn down. Like, you know, your video doesn't have to be that white, right? You can mix it up and use some color in your in your background or somewhere. Like, just like, you don't have to look like you are straight from heaven. Like, I get it. You're Christian. You're devout. You're Christian. You're devout. You lubricate your pussy with holy water. I understand, but god damn it. Just mix it up a bit. It looks like you're in a fancy insane asylum.
resources, like I'm gonna nail it. And then I got married and discovered that it was a lot harder to actually live out a lot of the things that I had been reading in real life. And so in this vlog,
yeah, who knew that like books, like sometimes you just can't incorporate fiction that well into your real life. Who knew? Who knew?
I just want to share with you, now that I'm looking back on my marriage, the past 6 years, there are some things that I definitely wish that I had worked on more as a single girl before getting married that would have totally helped me in my marriage, especially in that first year. So in this vlog, I want to share those 6 things with you. So number 1, your husband or future husband isn't the answer to your happiness. Now I know that may seem kind of basic.
Yeah, sorry, she just said it. Hang on, let me rewind.
Husband isn't the answer to your happiness. Now I know that may seem kind of basic, but I remember back as a single girl, I really actually bought into that idea that Zach was going to be the one that would ultimately fulfill me and make me so happy. Even though as a Christian, I knew
It's because you're a twit. But you don't need a Bible to tell you that, oh yeah, that one person, that one guy isn't gonna complete my life completely. I think I need a Bible to answer this question. Like, I need the Bible to guide me through that. That's not basic shit that your parents fucking tell you when you start dating. Nah.
knew like, okay, God is the source of my satisfaction. Unknowingly, I was placing a lot of my expectation and fulfillment on Zach. And so as a single girl right now, thinking of marriage, you may be thinking, you know, I'm single and if only I could get a boyfriend or get married one day, get engaged, then I would be finally happy. That guy would be the answer to this hole in my heart. And guess what? I remember feeling that at times too. But the truth is, now that I've been married for the past 6 years, husbands, boyfriends, they do not bring you that ultimate happiness, that ultimate satisfaction that you long for. So if you're getting married thinking that your husband is going to be the source of your happiness, then you're buying into a lie that's only going to lead you down a road of despair, discouragement, and unfulfilled longings, because God is truly the only one that can fulfill us and bring us that inner joy that we desire. And that takes us right into number 2, which is this. God is truly your only source of lasting fulfillment.
What the fuck? All right. See, this is where the cringe comes in. Hold on. All right, so no one man can give you ultimate happiness and fulfillment, but this one man who I'm not saying he doesn't exist, but I'm just saying he's not tangible. He's not like right in front of you right now. He can't talk to you and provide for you directly. But this guy, the guy that is not with you directly right now, he can give you ultimate happiness and fulfillment, but not this guy that you fucking married to. Does that make any fucking sense? It doesn't make any sense. You're all over the place, Brittany. Oh, yeah, that's kind of hypocritical. Like, you went from saying, oh, no one person is going to give you the ultimate happiness and fulfillment, but except for this one person. Oh,
now, I had to learn this the hard way, unfortunately. So early in my first year of marriage, like I said, I was looking to Zach to be my happiness maker, to complete me, whatever. And so in those moments, I would take my eyes off of God and instead place them on Zach. And that never led anywhere good. It just led to discouragement, and I felt more unfulfilled than before. It's in those moments when in my life, and especially in the past 6 years of marriage, that I've seen more clearly than ever that God is truly the only source of fulfillment for me, the ultimate source of satisfaction. Getting married is wonderful, and there's so many joys and blessings in that, but my husband cannot fulfill me the way that God can. And so
then why not break up with your fucking husband? Why not just break up with your fucking husband and masturbate with pages to the Bible for the rest of your life, or just masturbate with like with a Mary statue or whatever? Because frankly, like this other guy can do everything that your husband can and more. Like, how do you not understand how hypocritical you fucking sound? Like, it's fucking weird. Like, no one man can give you the fulfillment and that you desire, except for this one guy who isn't even in the same fucking galaxy. Like, it isn't even the same realm as you.
When I look to God and I work on a daily relationship with Him through reading His Word, through prayer, when I'm walking in a faithful relationship with God, guess what? I feel so fulfilled and so content more than ever before. And God, He's our creator. He's designed to give us something that earthly husbands, boyfriends, they can't give us. God is the only one who can
Yeah, but like what though? You haven't said yet.
truly fulfill us. So right now as a single girl, I challenge
And how exactly?
you, even before you're married, to start working on developing a strong, deep, constant, consistent relationship with God that you can take into your marriage, because that is going to be the thing that ultimately brings you fulfillment. And number 3, you won't magically mature once you're married. So before I was married, I kind of had this
Obviously.
idea that like, oh, once you get married, you suddenly become mature. Now you're basically grown up and you're a missus and all of these things that I just thought somehow I was going to be like a different person after marriage. And I imagined that person being really mature, wise, godly, like all these.
You have become a different person. You've become someone. You become a complete. You become a completely just hypocritical weirdo. Only God can complete you, not she. Like, I love how she doesn't even name herself as someone who can complete her. It's either God or nobody. How do you come to that conclusion? Ugh.
Things. And then I got married and woke up the next day, and guess what? I was the exact same person. I was the same girl who had all the same struggles, the same impatient issues, the same selfishness issues, and I recognized, oh,
No, you have selfishness issues? I got a super chat from somebody. Hold on. $5 from Bri-Fi. Can you respond to Riley's new Super Mario Smash Brothers our queer video? I think I did. Didn't I? Or did that motherfucker make another one? Because I could have swore I reacted to that. I swore I reacted to that already. And he says, plus raise your mic audio, please. I have it a pretty high. When I tested it, it was fucking loud as shit. Can everyone else hear me really well? Oh, it says my mic. Someone said my mic volume is too low. Son of a bitch. Okay. All right, can you guys hear me better? Shit. All right. Can you guys hear me better? Okay. I think I turned it up well enough. Oh, wait. He fucking posted another one of those videos just today? Oh, God. I can't believe it. Like, I'm in, like, every time I talk, it's in the yellow. Hello? Okay. So I'm drowned out by the video, though, so I'm gonna just turn that down a bit. Yeah, I should have had it the other way the whole time. All right. Okay, I'll watch that after I take a little look at this.
Oh, so the person I was before I got married, like that's the exact same person with all the same sin problems as after marriage. So if you are buying into that same lie as me, that, oh, one day when you get married, then you'll suddenly magically mature and become this godly woman, it doesn't happen. So the things that you're struggling with right now, maybe in your family, with your friends, impatience, ingratitude, selfishness, whatever it is, those are the exact same things that you're going to struggle with after marriage, unless you work on developing those like godly character now. Unless you start working on those things now, then you will take them into your marriage. So I challenge you and
I love that. Like everything goes right back to God. Ugh, souffle falls. You have to just tell God, and he'll fix it. Flat tire, God will inflate it. failing college. God'll give you a straight A's. Fuck it. It's like nothing. Like her self-improvement plan isn't exactly sound. Like it's everything's goes back to Jesus. All right, hold on a second. Let's try another one. Shit. Project Modesty. How to combine fashion. Oh my god. How to combine fashion and modesty. 8 reasons we aren't feminists. Yeah, I'll just skip that one. Choosing to take modesty into your summer swimwear. Which one? This one or this one? Yeah, I'll do this one.
Hey, it's Kristen and Bethany here with
Hey! Oh god.
Simplified Ministries, and today's vlog is called Choosing to Take Modesty into...
Alright, is it me or does the other chick, the chick on the left, look a little bit like Robin Williams? Like when he was trying out outfits in Mrs. Doubtfire. he was trying on different wigs and he had all this fucking pancake makeup on. Like she looks like Robin Williams. Rest in peace.
Your summer swimwear. So summer is just about in full swing. The weather's really hot, at least here in Texas. And we've started to get...
In Texas! In Texas! All my brain cells live in Texas.
And we've started to get emails and messages from you girls saying, okay, it's starting to get hot. Swim events are starting to happening. I'm starting to go swimming, going to the beach.
Swim events are starting to happening.
Vacation. And I have this problem. Like, am I supposed to take modesty into my swimwear? Am I supposed to dress modestly while I'm swimming? Because I kind of feel like I should. I kind of feel like I know that's the right thing to do, but I don't know how to do it. And trust us, we totally get that. When the summer starts rolling around and swim events start happening, we're like, oh, this is the time.
Swim events? Just go to the fucking beach. Swim events. Like, there's what? Water parks, beaches, pools and shit. Yeah, it's not that deep. Like, it's really not. Those swim events. What do you go to they're probably talking about church swimming events. Like, oh, they're going to open up their community pool, and the father already blessed it.
Or we've got to start thinking about what we're going to be wearing when we go swimming. We've got to start putting this into action, and it can be really hard. So in today's vlog, we just want to share with you real personally, like a little bit about our swim journey, our modesty journey.
Their swim journey. Hey, you guys in the chat, you have a swim journey?
What we wear today, and really encourage you to think about dressing modestly while you swim as well. So our modest swimwear journey probably started back when we were like 13, 14, 15. That's when I remember actually like first thinking about, okay, like modest.
Yeah, before they were 13 or 14, they were just total whores, total sluts. They were wearing G-strings to the beach. They were wearing G-strings to the beach, all manner of just tawdry shit. They were just sloppy bitches.
And swimwear, because before that we would just wear whatever, like, oh, swimming, and we would just wear the typical swimwear, like what was normal, what the culture said that we should wear. And then as we got like into the teen years, a little bit into like maybe middle high school, the two of us started really thinking like, okay, we started feeling convicted, like, you know, we were dressing modestly just in our normal lives, but then when it came to swimwear, we didn't really have modest standards. And so we really felt like God was convicting us and saying, hey, you value modesty, you want to honor me with your wardrobe. Why?
Like, all right, like, so God was talking to you when you were 13 or 14. Like, where are your parents? Where are your fucking parents telling you this shit? Like, it's always God. Like, God told me to do this, and God told me, where are your fucking parents telling you, like, oh, Bethany, please, make sure your cooter isn't showing anywhere in your, like, when you wear a bathing suit, make sure your twat is not showing, please, for the love of God. Like, you don't want to send out the wrong messages. Like, it's, apparently God is the only one with dominion over these bitches. Like, they are straight up angels from heaven. They're soldiers from God. They have no parents. They are beings. They are not people.
Why does that suddenly change when you go swimming? Why do you drop all of your modesty standards just because you're getting into the pool or going to the beach? And so the two,
I don't know anyone who would wear a whole FUBU baggy pants, like a whole FUBU fucking outfit at the pool. just so they don't want to show their ankles. I mean, come on.
Of us really started wrestling with this question, like, wait a minute, should we be taking modesty to the in our swimwear to the beach, to the pool? And if so, what should that look like? How should we do that? And the thing that really got the two of us was just the word consistency. We really felt like God was calling us to be consistent with how we dressed in the dry world and how we dressed in the wet world.
Okay, Ariel. How we dress in the wet world and how we dress in the dry world. See, this is how we dress in the dry world. when I'm dressing in the wet world, I'm wearing a lot less. Yeah, that joke didn't land. Oh my god, I was trying to make a sex joke, okay, and it fucking didn't land. That was the worst goddamn thing I've ever heard.
If we were valuing modesty in the dry world, in our normal everyday wear, then we should also value modesty in the wet world. So when we get wet,
yeah, y'all haven't been to the wet world at all, I'm sure. So that's a better joke. That's better.
we're swimming, we should also value modesty in that world. And so that really helped the two of us realize, wow, we desire to honor God. And so how can we also honor him in the dry world and in the wet world? How can we take modesty into our swimwear? And that's when the two of us really started wrestling with and evaluating how we could do that.
And I would say, like, one thing I would want to point out is, like, our parents were super helpful.
Yes,
because
they were encouraging us.
Don't fucking front. Y'all ain't got no parents. You're some lying ass bitches. I know y'all. God sent your little fucking your thoughty asses here to give us messages from the Lord Jesus Christ. Don't fucking play me. You're not one of us. Get out of here.
It's hard for us. I think that that's something that helped is having someone from the outside, like our parents, really come in and challenge us in that area, because we both knew it was so hard. And so we were like, this is going to be hard. This is going to be challenging. This is going to be convicting.
Not easy,
Yeah, and then
it's not. Yeah, making sure you put on a fucking bikini, putting on putting on a one-piece bikini is not hard. It was so hard. I mean, it was worse than 9/11. It was just so hard to deal with. It was harder than dealing with sex trafficking. I mean, it was so hard. It was so difficult trying to find a one piece that fit me well and that Jesus was happy with. It was more difficult. Oh God, it was just so difficult. It was more difficult than raising a special needs child. Oh my God. The struggle in my life.
jumping in and saying, hey, y'all aren't being consistent. Like, you know what modesty stands for. You know what it means. So they were a big help in that area as well.
Yeah, so our parents' influence was absolutely huge. It was probably the hugest.
Totally. It was
Helping
really
us understand and just raising
The hugest.
the question, that's what really got us thinking. And so we totally get that it's not easy. And the number one question we get from you is, it's not easy. How can I do it? What do you do? Why did you choose to do that? And how can I take modesty into my swimwear as well?
So the two of us really just want to kind of give you a peek inside our wardrobe, which is a little scary to do, to explain what we wear and why we wear, because we don't want it to come across like, this is what you have to wear. If you don't wear this, these are the rules, this is the way, because modesty is really rooted out of a desire, like a heart's desire to honor God, and a heart that says, God, I want to honor you with the way I dress. I want to point others to you, and how can I best do that? So for us,
I want to honor you with the way I dress. Okay, so what's different? What's different? How is this any different from completely giving yourself over to a man and and giving him dominion over the way you dress and shit like that? How is this any different? It's so weird. Why? Let me look at the chat right quick. Okay, She's So Strange says, I'm Catholic and my mom just doesn't want my boobs and my crotch hanging out. Yeah, basically. I do not understand why you got to bring Jesus into this. Yeah, Zakiah Dillard says nothing wrong with being modest. It's just how they go about it. Yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird. Peek inside their wet world. The ghost of Hans Gruber says modesty is important, so we're going to show you our bikinis. By the way, I'm married. Well, their bikinis are going to be Jesus friendly, so it's not really that bad. It's going to be they're probably going to pull out their Oshkosh bagosh, their swim ready Oshkosh bagosh for this video. The good Lord, the double entendres in this video. Yeah, there's a lot of that too. Quentin McCrae. Oh my God, I feel sorry that you have that first name. If you've been around my channel, you know why. God is everyone's parent. I guess, but he ain't here paying these bills, paying his rent. Okay, that's enough of that for now. Let's get back to this shit.
We've come up with some standards that we feel like for us are the best way that we can honor God. And really the question that we want you to think about is just, how can I honor God? So as you hear about what we wear, really just think about your own life and say, okay, how can I incorporate modesty into my swimwear? So when we chose to take modesty into the swim world, into the wet world, it was a pretty drastic decision because we knew that when we went swimming...
And stop saying wet world. Like, just stop it. Stop it. This is why you have so many dislikes. Look at this. This is why you have so many dislikes. Look at the top comment. The wet world. Oh my God. I don't think you guys can see that. Oh, fuck. Yeah, it's kind of cut off, I think. But yeah, the top fucking comment is wet world. Oh. These girls didn't know, like, they didn't know who the fuck they were dealing with. The internet is cruel.
We weren't going to really look like everyone else. It was going to be a little bit extreme because this isn't, we were going to be really countercultural. So we decided, you know what?
Yeah, where's your mics? I heard them, like, blow on the mic, but they don't have any mics in front of them. Unless it's attached to their clothing, like one of those studio mics. That's weird. It's power Jesus.
We're just going to have to get over that. We're just going to have to get over what people think about us, which is hard to do because, you care about what people think. So we kind of had to get over that. So
Jesus, please kill our detractors.
here's just kind of what we wear. The two of us both wear long board shorts because when we wear in the dry world, we wear kind of like Bermuda shorts, long denim shorts. And so we decided, you know what? If we're going to be consistent in the wet world, we're going to have to wear board shorts. So we got...
Stop saying wet world, for Christ's sake. I am begging you. Stop saying it. And board shorts? Like, if I remember correctly, they hold on. Let's see if we can find them. Board shorts. Board shorts. Board shorts women. Let's keep it, Okay, that's decent. Okay, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Yeah, I could see this being Jesus approved. I mean, not these. These are the devil's board shorts. These aren't Jesus friendly. But the rest of them, like, yeah, I could see that being Jesus friendly. I mean, not too far above the knee. Because that's, get too close to the devil's camel, and that could mean trouble.
We went to the store, found some board shorts, and thankfully a lot more stores are selling like long board shorts.
Yeah, so, like the surfing kind of board shorts. Like they're super cute, really fun. They're easy to find. It used to not be that way, but now I feel like they're gaining popularity, so that makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, like we just went into like a sports goods type of store, and we just walked in and literally found some. Like I found some just right off.
You can find them in fucking anywhere. Like those shorts, you can find it anywhere. We went to a sports store. I mean, they weren't popular before, but now they're gaining popularity. Like, they're such a rarity that you can't find them anywhere. Come on, girl. Get it together. Like, you can tell you can tell that they don't get out much. Oh my god. You can find them anywhere. Fucking anywhere, like during the summer.
And there were several options, and we're really tall, so it's a harder, I feel like
We're over
long
6
ones.
feet tall.
So if you're under 6 feet, this might be.
So wait a minute, they're over. Both of them are over 6 feet tall. Jesus. Yeah, they so tall they can dab Jesus. Oh yeah. This two big hulking, lanky ass Jesus whores coming at you with those grins on their faces. Have you accepted Jesus?
A little bit easier for you. But that's what we found. And so we found board shorts and long board shorts. And then we found like surf tops, or even like if you find athletic, like tank tops.
Like the
you
dry fit.
whatever they're called. And they work really well in the water. So we just wear our board shorts and our tank top. And honestly, over the years, I found that it's really easy because I don't really have to worry about anything else. Like, okay, is something showing, or, you know, how does this look? It just kind of covers it all. And I can just feel real comfortable while swimming. So we don't like stress over, we're not like, oh my goodness, we have to find the cutest thing out there. We have to, you know, this is so stressful.
Yeah, you're such special girls. We don't need the cutest thing because Jesus thinks we're cute already.
Just go to the store. We just find a cute option. I like to wear like a hot pink top, something fun.
Yeah, they're still fun and bright and
Yeah.
We just do the very best that we can, and, you know, maybe spice it up with some cute pigtail braids, a ponytail. But that's kind of like what we wear, honestly. And I know that might kind of sound extreme, but for us over the years, we've just really felt like the Lord's really convicted us to be consistent. And so we've decided, you know what, if that's what it takes, board shorts and a tank top to be consistent, then we're going to go for it. So we know some of you might be thinking like, wow, that seems really extreme, really shocking. And we share that with you, like Bethany said, just to give you a peek inside what we wear and really why we wear it. Because remember, modesty isn't about just appearance.
Just show us the shit. Show us the shit. Show us the stuff. I came here to see some modest Jesus clothing. Show it.
It should be rooted in a humble heart that desires to honor God. So the reason we share that is because we just want to inspire you to say, yes, you can take modesty into the wet world, into your swimwear. Now that's going to look different for all of us, probably. We just want to encourage you to think about it, because maybe you never have actually thought about it. Like, okay, wow, what do I currently wear swimming? And is that
God, look how long it takes me to get to the fucking point.
I can't get into all the nitty gritty in this, but some of you know that we've actually written an ebook called Project Modesty: How to Honor God with Your Wardrobe While Looking Totally Adorable in the Process. Because we truly believe that you can be modest in the wet world and the dry world.
Stop saying that. Stop saying it! Unless you are Ariel from The Little Mermaid or some kind of mermaid. I don't give a damn what corporate studio you're from. Like, just, unless you're a mermaid, don't fucking say that. You sound ugh. The internet is gonna have too much fun riffing you for this. Just don't do that. Just don't do it. What are you doing?
You can be fashionable. You can be cute. You don't have to put on a potato sack to be modest. You can dress fun and girly. Or
The chick at the left was like, Jesus just inhabited her body for that few seconds.
Athletic, you know, whatever your style is, you can have fun with it and be modest at the same time. So that's why we wrote this ebook. It's a really, really solid ebook. We go into the whys, the hows, the behind the scenes, and the practicals. We actually
modesty. Is it me, or is that not spelled right? Or is it spelled funny? I don't know. It looks like it says it looks like it says modity. It barely looks like an S. I don't know. I think I'm just blind, but it just looks funny. The fuck? I don't think that's gonna work. Let me see. Yeah, that doesn't look like a fucking S. The fuck? Oh, screw it.
give you dozens and dozens of picture examples in this ebook. Love to hear from you. What do you think?
Yeah, so they didn't show any those fucking shyster bastards. They didn't show any examples.
Most
Oh God, stop it. Okay, let's look at some of their other shit. After this, I think I'm gonna go look at that new Riley Dennis video. You know, even though I don't like, I've already covered. I don't understand how you can make two Smash Bros are queer. Smash Bros is queer videos. I don't understand how you can do that twice. I don't get it. But you know, this is Riley Dennis. Radical purity highlight video. No. This all they got? Damn, fuck. Oh my God, our story of infertility. Yeah, marriage won't ultimately satisfy. Yeah, you covered that. Yeah, you don't need more than one video to say Jesus. We get it. Fucking Jesus. Oh my God, why I waited until marriage to kiss? Oh no.
Hey guys, it's Bethany and Kristen from Girl Defined Ministries, and today we are going to be talking about why I saved my first kiss for marriage. So actually, as y'all are watching this video right now, I will be on my honeymoon. I'm not married.
Yeah. And what's up with that shirt she's wearing? She looks like she's wearing a wizard, part of a wizard outfit. That material is not flattering. I don't know why she's wearing that shit.
Yeah, but when you see this, I will literally be married.
Yeah, it's like it's velvet. Like it's got ruffle. What the fuck is she wearing? It's got ruffles on the sleeves. It's like she went to Prince's garage sale and it was like, you know what, his clothes are too ethnic and ungodly. I'm gonna make it more Jesus friendly. And then she made that fucking travesty. What the fuck?
I will be Bethany Beal. Yes, I'm so excited about that. So when you watch this, I will be doing all sorts of kissing, and I'm not ashamed of that. I'm so
all sorts of kissing. That's not all you're gonna be doing. That's not all you should be doing. Like, come on now. All sorts of kissing. That no.
Excited. I cannot wait to be doing that kissing. But right now, I actually
that kissing, like, that's not the only kind of kissing that should be happening. Should be two kinds of kissing. And I don't think I need to tell you guys what the fuck that is. All kinds of kissing, except for genital kissing. That's for Satan.
Yes, I have not kissed Dave. We are saving our first kiss for when we are husband and wife, and that may be so weird to some of y'all. You might be like, I have never heard of that, but it's actually been a really cool thing, and I'm actually really excited about it. And I'm excited now to kiss Dave, but when you watch this, I'll be excited that I had kissed him. Anyway, so this idea came about, like, it wasn't something that I just always knew. I remember when I was a teenager, I think both of us.
Yeah, I remember
we read these books by some Christian authors, and they were sharing about how they, you know, did not grow up in a Christian home, and they had all sorts of boyfriends and girlfriends and did all sorts of stuff that they did not, you know, like about. They kind of regretted it and wish they hadn't. And when they kind of became Christians and got more serious, they met each other and they were like, what if we did something so radical? What if we waited until we were husband and wife to actually kiss for the first time? And it was a totally radical idea, but they decided to do it. So they ended up getting married and they saved their first kiss for their wedding day when they were husband and wife. And for some reason, that just like really
I remember reading that
me.
story, yeah.
You remember it too. We were both, you were a little bit older, but we both read it.
How the fuck do you get through that? Like, you love somebody, you're in love with them, and like every fucking move they make is just a huge turn on for you. And you're like, nah, I shouldn't kiss them. I should wait till we're married. It's like, why? How and why? I don't get it. It's just pure repression. Like, how? That's all it is. I mean, repression is just as bad as being an all-out whore. Like, they're both extremes. that can fuck with your head. Like, I'm not even gonna kiss him. I'm not even gonna kiss him until that ring is on my finger. That's not. No.
At the same time, and I remember in that moment thinking, wow, I wonder if I could do something like that, because I know God says that we should save sex for marriage and that intimacy ultimately is reserved for marriage. But what about kissing? What about some of those smaller things like that? Like, what if we could save that?
Okay, so what? So that's not even in the rule book for Jesus. Y'all took it upon yourselves to go a step further and be like, I'm not even gonna kiss this nigga. Fuck that. I'm not giving him shit. I'm not gonna give him these lips, these hips, these nips. Like, he ain't getting shit until I get this ring. Like, yeah, Jesus is looking down at y'all like, God damn, what have I done? Oh, I didn't think that my teachings would spawn these mutant freaks these spawns of Satan in disguise.
Or not do that until we get married. So for me personally, this was just a personal conviction, because obviously the Bible doesn't say you shall not kiss until you get married. But I just thought, how inspiring. I did not expect this road to last as long as it has.
30 years?
So when I decided, like, hey, that would be a cool idea. And then, each year, like, yeah, this is a cool idea, right? But I'm excited. I'm really excited about it. And so having decided that and really having walked it out now, it's been really awesome just to see, like, wow, I'm so excited to experience this bit of intimacy, kissing with my husband on our wedding day. Like, it's gonna be so amazing. So no matter what you take from this video, we hope that you'll just be inspired to think about just those smaller aspects, I guess, of romance in kind of a newer way. And instead of thinking like, oh, like, yeah, of course, everyone just kisses. Like, maybe take a step back and think about it a little bit different.
But why, though? Is kissing gonna lead you down the road to hell? I don't understand. Like, cause yeah, I think that's the thing. Like, she wants to stomp out any sexual desire, because she knows kissing is going to lead to something else. So, like, yeah, she just wants to stomp it out completely. Like, fuck that. I'm not even kissing. Not even that. Because as soon as that fucking happens, I'm going to want the full D. And it's over. Like, I'm Satan's whore after that. I'm just done. My life is over. So she's going to stomp that shit out. Complete, like, no kissing, nothing. No heavy petting. Fuck that.
I think it's really cool that you and Dave are doing that. And you do get a lot of questions about that. And I know I got a lot of questions about it because Zach and I did the same thing. And now we've been married for 7 years. And so we have literally been enjoying. Really cool that you and Dave are doing that. And you do get a lot of questions about that. And I know I got a lot of questions.
This fucking crazy bitch on the left. Oh my God. It's like she hasn't expressed herself sexually, so she has no control over her face or anything on her body. Like, because she's all jagged and Germanic from all the fucking repression. Like, yeah, Satan is, like, she's possessed right now. She's gonna be speaking in tongues in a minute. Like, she's fucking possessed.
About it because Zach and I did the same thing, and now we've been married for 7 years, and so we have literally been enjoying kissing and having so much fun intimacy wise for over 7 years.
Why are you talking so fast? I know you've been together for 7 years and you're very excited, but why are you talking so fast? Can you take a breath? Can you breathe? God damn, slow down.
It has been awesome. But before I was married, I remember really thinking through and processing this, and Zach and I even had some conversations like, are we going to kiss? Are we not going to kiss? And as we talked through it, it really came down to this heart of wanting to preserve all forms of intimacy, like physical intimacy, for marriage. And as we looked at God's word and saw God's heart for purity and calling us to walk in a way that's pure and to really honor the other person in our interactions and not act in ways that would be tempting or provocative towards the other, we really just stepped back and said, you know what? If God has marriage for us one day, we're going to get to enjoy all of this, just like you and Dave are actually enjoying now. Because you're married, right? As we watch this in future times.
In the future times.
And so
future times. All right, you know what? I never realized how boring they are. I mean, yeah, you can make something out of their cringe and shit. But it's like, oh God, they're just so, for me, they're just so fucking boring. Ugh. Because it's like an innocent cringe. It's not like they got to be like for me to make fun of like those repressed Christians, they got to have some kind of bigoted thing going on for me to like really get in there. But like they're just it's just innocent cringe, and it's lame. I want to wait till I'm married to kiss. Like I mean, let me look at this. Oh yeah, here it is. That fucking that new video Riley came out with. Oh, how can you make this many fucking videos on Smash Bros being queer? How can you do it? I don't understand. I don't get it.
Hey everyone.
Oh, never pull your hair back. Not fucking ever. Ugh.
My name is Riley, and today we're going to be talking about why all of the Smash Ultimate characters...
And we know your fucking name is Riley. It's on your channel name. Stop telling us obvious shit. And the only people who are genuinely watching your videos are your deadhead fans. No offense if anyone else is a fan of hers watching my videos. But I sincerely doubt a fan of hers is watching my videos.
Are queer. I've done a couple other videos like this, one for Mario Tennis Aces and one for Super Mario Party, so you should go watch.
I'm sorry about her. I'm sorry about Riley's audio. He's got all this fucking noise in the background. I can't control that, unfortunately. Oh, God. I fucking hate you.
Watch those. I will link them in the description, but also some of the characters overlap here, so I won't be going over those. And there are like 70-something characters in Smash Ultimate, so I won't be able to do a lot of detail for all of them. I'm gonna try to keep...
You can't do any detail for all of them anyway, because this is completely juvenile and retarded, and you're just making shit up because you are lacking content. And people are like, actually, you know what? I wouldn't mind looking at Riley's social blade right now. Yeah, actually, you know what? That's exactly what the fuck we're gonna do. Right? Just for a second. Oh. My hands. Oh, shit. Okay, let me move this over. Okay. I think that should be good. Yeah, let's look at Riley's social blade. Let's see how much this fucking shit how much notoriety this is getting him. And for some reason I'm in the search results. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. I've done like fucking 4 videos on this motherfucker. But let's see where this is going for him. Oh. Subscriber count's gone down like nearly 40%. That's not good. What? Well, his subscriber count has gone down. Like, he's getting less than the normal amount of subscribers he would usually get. I don't understand how he gets subscribers, though. I really don't. Daily average, he gets like 42 subscribers a day. Like, yeah, he gets 42 subscribers a fucking day. Oh, wait, I got another super chat. Who the fuck is that? Sophie Barish, give me $5. My boyfriend and I love your videos. Keep it up. Thank you. Thank you. And for all the people saying hey in the chat, hello back. Sorry, I can't respond to every one of you. Like, that's what happens when your channel gets a lot of subscribers over the past month. Like, you know, people start getting buried. It kind of sucks, but, you know, I'm happy that a whole lot of new people are here. But, yeah. He still gets subscribers, which I'm shocked by. But there's a market for this horseshit, unfortunately. Damn it.
This as brief as possible as I can with over 70 characters. Some will probably have to be literally just a couple words. And it is also so hot right now, and this is the 3rd video in a row when I've said that, but I can't not mention it. I don't know if you can hear them, but there are cicadas in the background right now, and they're so loud, I just hear them buzzing everywhere. I have a fan on that is currently pointed directly at me, because if I don't have it pointed directly at me, I will spontaneously combust. Australia is so hot and so loud, and I just want to film a video. So I'm sorry about all the noise. I'm doing the best I can with the situation.
Like, there's no other room you can film in other than that, where the window is, where there's no open, like where the cicadas aren't going off, and there's no open window directly next to your microphone. I refuse to believe that. But whatever. See, I have no choice because I'm fucking insulated in this goddamn room and I can't stand moving shit. Like once, like, because the living room is my dad's domain. He doesn't like us all up in there all the fucking time. So yeah. But like, there's rarely ever any noise except for the vacuum cleaner you guys heard earlier. Ugh.
I'm in, okay? Also, as we get into this, remember not to take it too seriously. It's just for fun. You can headcanon whatever you want for these characters. These are my headcanons. I'm not saying that the character has to be this way for you. You can think of them however you want. If you're gonna get mad about someone headcanoning fictional characters, then I think
no one's really mad. We're just embarrassed for you. And it's just funny. It's just fucking like how, it's just funny how you can stretch this shit to your whim. I gotta comment. It's just funny how you can like stretch this to your whim. It's just funny to watch. No one's really mad about it. Like, I'm mad about you existing, and you as a person, but this, like, it's in the end, it's just all funny.
You need a hobby or just literally anything else to do with your time, so you can go be mad about that somewhere else. All these people over here are like saying that I'm easily offended, and then they get offended.
Oh my god, like, just get on with it. Waffle the horse face, please start the video. Like, you go, like, you're saying I'm so easily offended. Like, if you don't want people to think that you care that much about their opinion, stop fucking mentioning their opinion in your video where everything's supposed to be light and fun. Like, stop it. Fucking stop it. Stop. You irritating... You irritating Gumby-faced bastard.
When I make videos about the gender and sexuality of fictional characters. Honestly, I do not have time for you all. Just click away. Go do something.
Just because you're smiling as you say it doesn't mean you're not bothered by it. Like, please stop. If I had fucking mentioned every person who had a fucking problem with my videos, like, I wouldn't get videos done. Like, oh, you got a problem with my shit, you could click off my video right fucking now. It's like, no. I'm not gonna click off it because it's funny. It's just funny. No one's fucking mad about it. You think they're mad because you interpret every criticism of you as someone attacking you or anger. It's not anger. Like, I've been angry at you in other videos, but that's when you made serious videos and not this shit.
Else with your time. But for those of you who are here to have fun and enjoy and not take this too seriously, here's a video for you. But I have been loving Smash Ultimate. It's really fun. I'm currently maining Incineroar and Bowser sometimes. Incineroar is just so fun. I love my giant fiery kitty. Okay, I'll go through them somewhat in order. So first up, we have Link, who I think is obviously non-binary because he has a very like androgynous looking face. Like, I have.
Yeah, we knew that was coming. Cause there was that shit, actually, there was that thing where people thought Link was trans because he was very feminine looking and shit. He had the twink quality. And there were some, I gotta come up with a name for these people. Like, these gender jackers. Yeah, that's not that good. But yeah, gender jack. Oh wait, hold on. Another super chat. But another one, $5 super chat from Bri-Fi. Tell Riley to get a wig, but you can review my doctor's name is Riley. Oh, Riley read poetry on my channel. Can you review? Yeah, but I'm all about cringe right now. Like, can't review it now. I usually, and if it's good, I usually don't review things I actually like or find funny. But I don't know. If I like it, I'll put it in my community. I'll send it out to my community on my channel. But I'm not gonna watch it now because this stream is all about cringe. We need to keep it strictly cringe.
I haven't played a lot of the older Zelda games, but like in Breath of the Wild, there's even a part where
got another fucking super chat. You people are just, you're beautiful tonight. $2 from Mr. Somebody. Gender benders, right. Thank you, Mr. Somebody. Thank you. Gender benders.
has to dress up as a woman, and like he looks great, and his face is just very androgynous. Like this seems like a character that like anyone could kind of picture themselves in, regardless of whether they're—
I don't know how old Link is supposed to be, but it's because somebody— that's the thing. It's like I said before, men can look feminine and still be men. Men can do this and still be men, but like, nah, if you look feminine, you're clearly non-binary. Excuse me. You're clearly non-binary or queer or whatever. It's just like, it's okay to be outside the binary. You could still be hetero and whatever and be outside the binary, but like if you look outside the binary, you're outside the binary. I mean, you are clearly like a completely other different gender than male or female. Like it doesn't, yeah, I know I've talked about this before, but it's just make it make sense. That's all I'm saying.
A boy or a girl or non-binary. And so I think Link has to be non-binary, right? But I'd say he's cool with like he or they pronouns probably, since like most of the time he's like mask presenting. Okay, next up we got— I'm gonna do like 3 characters in one, and we got Samus, Dark Samus, and Zero Suit Samus. Because Zero Suit Samus is in the Samus suit, and Dark Samus is just—
I actually thought that was pronounced Seamus. Wait, tell me in the chat, like is that Seamus or Samus? Like, is it like the Scottish or Irish dialect, like the way you pronounce it, or is it like is it actually Samus? Well, you got this one. James could say he jerked it to Xander and Drawn Together. So it is Samus and not Seamus? Okay. Because I was like, okay, it's Samus. The chat said it's Samus.
the dark version. Obviously, Samus is a trans lesbian. I don't really think this is up for debate.
Yeah, because you know exactly what he's going to say before he says it. It's a trans lesbian. Because he has to have some kind of mix, because the character has to have some kind of mixture of masculinity. Like he had to have been a man before in order to explain why she's in such a masculine profession. Like she's masculine. Oh, she wears a helmet and she shoots stuff, so clearly she used to be a man, or she's a lesbian, which means of course she's kind of maybe butch. That's what I'm reading into this shit, because how else can you read into it? It's like he thinks this is unique, like a unique way of thinking. Like, oh yeah, this person is trans and this person is non-binary. Like this is not unique because you're reasoning for it. I can already tell what your reasoning is for all of them, and I can already tell what I already know what you're gonna say before you say it. So you know, it's not really that.
I think that's just very clear. Like, look at her. Her suit has, like, the broad shoulders. She's, like, super tall. Like, in canon, she's, like, 7 feet tall or something.
Yeah, that means tall females. You used to be men, clearly. You were born a male. If you're a woman who's a little too tall, no way in hell you were always a woman.
And obviously not all trans women have broad shoulders and are really tall, but that's definitely more of like a trans woman trait, and just very trans lesbian vibes.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
I don't know how to describe it. I just relate a lot to her, and therefore trans lesbian.
Because I can relate to a character, they must be exactly like me in every way. Like if I'm trans, the character's trans. You know how fucking weird it would be for me to just label a character black because I'm black? It's just weird. It's just I wouldn't say weird. It's just childish. It's like you expect that type of shit from a child, from a kid, not from an adult. It's like, oh, I relate to this character. He can't possibly relate to a character that's not the same gender or the same that's not the same sexuality or gender as him. It's kind of sad.
All right, next up is Kirby, who I love so much.
Oh God, no! Who wants to guess what the hell he's gonna say? What he's gonna say next? Guess what he's gonna say in the chat. Guess. Guess what gender he's gonna slap on this fucking this pile of pink goo. This corpusculent, pudgy, pink motherfucker. Like, what do you think he's gonna? What do you think he's gonna say? Let me see. Let me see what you guys are gonna say. Either non-binary or demi-boy, non-binary, asexual, non-binary. He's gonna be non-binary, right? Kirby gay, agender, lesbian boy. Kirby is a trans because suck, pangender, male, queer, furry. All right, let's see which one of y'all was right.
I think Kirby is just a pure feminine little trans boy and bisexual because Kirby sucks up.
Okay, wait, who said I don't think anyone said trans boy. Well, they said lesbian boy. Well, it's close, but hold on. Kirby is trans because suck. Well, that's close. Trans, and I'm non-binary, non-binary, demi boy, male. DJ95 is close. If he had said trans male, like, yeah, he would have been spot on. Non-binary trans boy, like, he almost Salem the Dyer shipper, like, almost. You said non-binary, like, he said trans boy. But, you know, you almost had it. You added on the non-binary, and it kind of like, you were almost there.
Everything. Kirby doesn't care what the gender of something it's sucking up is. Kirby gonna suck it all with two.
Oh God, Kirby gonna suck it all, y'all. Kirby doesn't care who he's sucking because he goes suck it out. I feel like getting on Twitter right now. There's this GIF on Twitter I saw of Kirby giving this guy a blowjob. Like, I want to send it to Riley. It's a joke. But I don't think I can find it anymore. Like, someone tweeted it, and I may or may not have liked it. I don't know. But I don't know if I can find it anyway. Fuck.
Also, Kirby survived the, like, World of Light thing where they, like, wiped out everyone, and only a trans person has that much resilience.
Oh my God. It's, cringe. Only a trans person has that type of resilience, bitch.
Next up we got Fox. Fox is a bi cis guy. I haven't prepared any of this. That's just what I get from him. I just feel like he has that cool edge, and I just picture bi guys as always being, like, cool and confident, and that's definitely, like,
bi guys who aren't cool and confident, y'all are valid too. Like, you gotta make sure everyone's being loved. Gotta make sure everyone's dick is being sucked. Like, Riley, you know, your fans can... But I keep forgetting. Like, all his fans are, like, super sensitive like he is. They need constant reassurance. So, I'm not surprised that he has to keep reassuring them in his own video. Like, imagine if I did that. Like, oh, hey, guys. Like if I made an offensive joke and then just like, oh, no, wait, I love you, Asians. You're great. I love your fried rice. I love you. Like, please don't hate me, please. Imagine if I kept doing that after every offensive joke. You'd all unsubscribe to me because it's fucking nauseating. It's not. Just make the joke and shut up.
A stereotype I have in my head, but that's how I picture Fox, at least. And so I feel like Fox, Falco, and Wolf all kind of have the same general vibe. Like, Falco identifies as pan, and Wolf is just queer. Because they're just pals, they fly around on their ships, do their thing, you know? Like,
what the hell is just queer? Because it doesn't pansexual, even though pansexual is basically it's just pretentious bisexuality. That's all pansexual is. But doesn't pansexual, like, cover everything? So why is that wolf thing just queer? What the fuck is just, like, queer in general? I don't get it. Because pansexual is supposed to basically cover everything. You see how this shit just doesn't make sense? It just doesn't make sense at all.
anyone they want. It doesn't matter what a gender is. And I know Wolf is probably their enemy. I never played Star Fox. Okay, let's do Pikachu and Pichu as one.
Wait a minute, you never played Star Fox, but you're already giving them sexualities. That's... So wait, so you're telling me like this is an ongoing thing, like even with things you don't have any knowledge of, you're just slapping sexualities on anything you see, like anything that's in your general vision. You're like, that's trans, that's non-binary, that's pansexual, that's lesbo chocolate with a hint of nutmeg. That's, I mean, is that, oh God, is that you? How do you do this every day of your life?
Star Fox. Okay, let's do Pikachu and Pichu as one thing, because both of them have, like, in the Pokemon games, they have gender differences between the two Pokemon, like there are female and male Pikachu and Pichu. But in Smash, all of the characters, I think, for Pikachu are male, except for the wrestler one, which has the female, like, heart tail. Because I can't see the tail right here when I'm looking at it on the Switch. But I think there's only one female version, and then with Pichu as well, it just gets a little, like, fluff and on its left ear that denotes it as female. So both of them have, like, mostly male forms and then a female form as well. So I'm gonna say genderqueer, and then they both just, like, sometimes present as femme, you know? Assuming that all of their costumes are, like, the same Pikachu or Pichu. Ness and Luke.
Oh, we got another super chat. I just had to roll my eyes at that for a minute. $4.99. That's really fucking specific. People send specific super chats make me laugh. Not in a bad way. Just make me laugh. This video is just fan fiction without the smut. So what's the point? Yeah. And like I said before, like, if we, like, kept it on fanfiction.net, no one would give a shit. But I guess that's the point. Because no one would give a shit. He wouldn't get the attention he needs. Uncouth Badger says, coming in from EFAP, what's up? What's up? Yeah, you'll see that my stream is nowhere near as organized. Nowhere near as organized or as eventful as Mauler's. Jesus. So I'm gonna pray for you.
Guess we're gonna talk about.
Let me guess. The one with the snake is gonna be like a regular cis boy. But then again, the way he operates, I don't think it's gonna be that simple. Or no. It's gonna be a trans boy because the snake will represent his dick. The snake represents his new dick that he uses to fuck bitches with, and it doubles as a weapon in battle. I bet you that's exactly what it is. So let's see what the deal is with that.
Together, since again, basically the same person, except Lucas has a cool snake. I think they're both Ace and Arrow, or at least Ness is Ace and Arrow, and Lucas, like, considers himself on the spectrum. It might be like gray asexual or something.
On the spectrum of autism. You can't say shit like that and not have someone think of autism. Like, when you say he's on the spectrum, I think, oh, he's autistic? The fuck?
But both of them are on some kind of Ace Arrow level. Captain Falcon, loud.
So they're right. Like, that is a fucking missed opportunity. Like trans boy, and the snake represents his dick, and he uses it as a weapon / dick to fuck bitches. Like, come on, Riley, get some originality going. Come on now. That would have been lit. My idea was lit, damn it.
And proud gay cis man, absolutely. Jigglypuff is the feminist lesbian. Jigglypuff is
the feminist lesbian. Oh God. Just why?
It's just like a cis lipstick lesbian all the way. Just like super femme. Everyone always like assumes she has to be straight because she's so feminine and stuff, and she's like, nah bitch, I like girls. Ice climber.
The fuck were you get? It's like Kirby. It's just a corpusculate, like, ball of pink fluff. What the fuck? Who comes up with this shit? Well, Riley does. But, like, how? How does someone get to this point in their life where they're just looking at video game characters saying, oh, this one's Arrow and Ace. This one's trans. I want to die. I just want to die.
The brother is gay and the sister is bi. Why, you might ask? I have no idea. That's just how I see the ice climbers.
Of course you have no fucking clue. You're just labeling shit. Like, this is his idea of content. Like, if this was ironic, it would be fucking hilarious. Well, not that hilarious, because like I said, my idea with the snake boy, that was some primo comedic gold right there. That was incredible. Okay. But yeah, if this was done ironically, like, his channel would be huge, but he does it straight up. Sorry, not straight. He does it non-binary up. But yeah, he does it with no irony whatsoever. So, you know, his channel is still teetering at 65 to 67 subscribers. Like, you think he'd be at like 100K by now, but no, he's not gonna get that far. Not with this cringe.
Is the coolest non-binary person on the face of the fucking planet. Okay, so I didn't play the games that have Sheik in them, but I'm pretty sure Sheik is just like Zelda wearing a disguise. Someone's probably gonna yell at me for that because it's wrong, but I feel like that was a thing because I remember one of the Smash games, like the down B move switched between Zelda and Sheik. So both Zelda and Sheik, just for that, get the non-binary status. They have achieved the level of non-binary. But seriously, they're both just so great. It's like a super cool non-binary person who can be like the coolest mask.
Yeah, you can tell Riley is just deeply insecure. Like, you cannot like shit. You can't like anything without attaching this bullshit to it. Like, yourself isn't enough. You have to attach yourself to things that you see that are better than you. Like, oh, like these characters. I wish I was like these characters. You know, in order to relate to them more, you know, why don't I just say they're non-binary or non-binary lesbians or whatever? That'll make me feel better about myself. That won't make me want me to commit suicide when I hit 35. Oh god.
Person in the world and then just immediately switch into like a beautiful femme, a power that not many people possess. Femme. Dr. Mario is just Mario but pretentious. So whatever I said about Mario in the Mario Tennis Aces video, it's that but with an added level of pretension. Why do I
What did she say? What did he say Mario was again? Oh, I forgot. I think he said it was like cis gay or like cis bisexual, some shit. Hang on, let me look at the chat for a second. Jay Longpone speaks facts. Oh, thank you. Red Excellence says she's just labeling shit like a child that goes doggy at everything. Ninja, not sexual anything. Mm-hmm. Mario is a bear. He is.
I think all doctors are pretentious. All right, let's go through some sword boys.
Whoa,
we got
what?
With an added level of.
What does motherfucker say about doctors? What does motherfucker say about doctors? Hold on.
Attention. Why do I think all doctors are pretentious? All right, let's go.
Probably because they know shit and you don't. Everyone thinks. Well, not everyone, but like people who aren't that smart thinks anyone who puts any thought in anything is pretentious. And I'm sure he's had to see a lot. Supposedly had to have seen a lot of doctors in his lifetime. So, you know, and telling him like, yeah, you can't transition if you don't have dysphoria. Oh, you're pretentious, doc. You're fucking pretentious. You don't need dysphoria to be trans. Fuck you, you pretentious fuck.
Through some sword boys. We got Marth, Lucina, Crom, and Roy. I'm gonna put all in one thing because they're all just like basic sword lads. I just feel like if you're that good with a sword, you're bisexual. I don't know why.
Oh, because you know why? Because you can cut things in two. Because they can cut your dick in two, bitch. Like, oh, God. I cut your dick in half, you'll be fucking two bitches tonight. Bisexual, bitch. Oh, this is fun. This is
just picture everyone who's good at using a sword as being bisexual. Bisexuals have swords, right? Isn't that like, I think that's a rule. My girlfriend probably has a sword lying around somewhere. So yeah, Marth, Lucina, Roy, Crom, all bi. Mr. Game & Watch, trans boy. Meta Knight,
He's basically nothing. What the fuck? He's like a shadow.
Mr. Game & Watch. Trans boy.
That fucking shadow of nothing. That black void is a trans boy. That black void is a trans boy. That black void is a trans boy. Oh my god, I didn't mean to rhyme that. It happened totally by accident. What? Let's just continue. Fuck.
Meta Knight, bisexual trans woman. Okay, Pit. I'm thinking Pit is definitely a gay trans boy, but then Dark Pit is a gay trans boy like a few years after having transitioned, after having become like jaded by all the transphobia and stuff. Snake is a gay cis man, and he just throws grenades at people who are homophobic.
Oh, you better stay there's gonna be a lot of people into Metal Gear Solid who are gonna be fucking pissed. Stay away from the boss. Stay away from him. I think that's what people call him, big boss, some shit like that. I don't know. I'm out of the loop on that.
By all the transphobia and stuff. Snake is a gay cis man, and he just throws grenades at people.
Wait, so this motherfucker associated with snakes is a gay cis man. Well, how does the fuck that work? How is the snake boy not associated with some goddamn penis related shit? Why not? That's some bullshit. Your headcanons are trash.
Homophobic. Oh, I forgot about Ike. Ike is also included in the Marth Lucina Roy Crom bisexualness. Okay, we got Pokemon Trainer, who's 3 characters: Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard. Squirtle is a trans woman who hasn't totally figured out her sexuality yet. Ivysaur is going to be a gay girl, but also bi-romantic, so only feels like sexual attraction towards other girls, but feels romantic attraction towards anyone. And Charizard...
Yeah, that's so fucking dumb. Like, I want to be romantic with only women, but sexual with... How does that make any fucking sense? That makes no sense. Because for me, like, a part of romance is fucking. Like, you only not fuck if you don't have a choice. Like, if you have no choice but to not fuck. That's how, like, you remove, like, sex from romance. Like, if you're too tired, or you have a debilitating fucking disorder or injury that keeps you from fucking, then yeah, that's how you, like, yeah, romance doesn't always have to have sex in it, but that's only when something's fucked up. Like, as if you're too tired, or if, like, it's an arranged marriage or some shit like that, like, you know. But but that still doesn't make fucking sense. It doesn't make any sense. 'Cause how can you separate sex from romance when you are like a normal person with a normal sex drive? I don't get. That's kind of dumb.
Charizard is a trans guy, a straight trans guy. Oh my god, Sonic. Oh, what is Sonic? I feel like Sonic.
Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Now, y'all, we got a new Sonic movie coming out in 2019. So this is gonna be emblazoned in your memory while you were watching that film. This is add to the extra layer of cringe that we're gonna be experiencing going in to see this movie. Now let's continue.
Sonic. Oh, what is Sonic? I feel like Sonic is a pan-romantic, asexual trans guy. So this.
It's like he knows. It's like he knows how fucked up this is. And he was just like, you know what? I know people are gonna like trip over Sonic because the Sonic memes are already like rampant. So he was just like, oh, what did he say? That whole fucking laundry list?
Pan-romantic, asexual trans guy. So
pan-romantic, asexual trans. How the fuck does pansexual?
I feel like Sonic is a pan-romantic, asexual.
Pan-romantic, asexual. So he'll be romantic with anybody, but he won't fuck him. Just. So yeah, remember that if he has like a love interest in the 2019 movie, remember he is pan-romantic and asexual. So he'll be romantic with people, but not sexual. Remember that. Let me rewind it one more time. Just one more time. I want to hear that again.
I feel like Sonic is a pan-romantic, asexual trans guy. So
trans guy on top of everything. How? people aren't robots, but at some point, all this shit has to just clash in your mind and like completely fuck up your mentality. It has to. It has. God damn it. I mean, we can only hold so much in our brains. Oh, we got another super chat. $4.99 again. Oh, like, I think this is going to become a trend because I pointed it out before. And it comes from Uncouth Badger, who says Sonic is gay because he inhales them chili dogs in one go, boy. And he slurps up all that chili. Sometime Alone says, in reality, Sonic is a map. Oh, don't do that to Sonic. Don't do Sonic dirty like that. Don't do Sonic dirty like that. No, only 420 donations, people, said John Saller. Oh, God. Don't encourage people. Oh. We're going to super chat, but we're going to do it with memes. Don't encourage people. Anyway, let's get back to this shit. So, yeah. He'll be romantic with anybody, but he won't fuck them. And he's a trans boy, which means he used to be a chick. It's just why? Why? Yeah, so remember, keep that shit in mind when the movie comes out this year. Keep that shit in mind, kids.
Basically, he's like super romantic and into everyone, but he also just doesn't really feel sexual attraction and doesn't know what everyone's going on about. And he runs really, really fast because
that doesn't make any fucking sense. I want to be romantic. I want to be romantic without sex. You gotta be with someone who is also asexual to pull that shit off, or someone who's really understanding. Like, I don't need sex. I can just be romantic. I can just like get blue balls every day of my fucking life with this person. It makes no fucking sense. I mean, asexuality is fine. But like saying I'm asexual but I want to be romantic with people, that sounds like some cop-out bullshit. That sounds like some shit. It seems like the asexual thing might be fake and you're just saying that so you don't have to fuck anybody. Because you just don't understand what your sexuality is. And you're just not comfortable with being sexual. That's what it sounds like to me. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like people need to add labels. Like if I'm nervous about sex and the concept of it kind of scares me, then I'll just like, to protect myself, I'll just call myself asexual. Like, I want to be romantic, but I don't want to do like the penis and vajayjay stuff. So I'll just call myself pan-romantic asexual. which is so fucking silly. It's like people use that shit as a crutch or as a comfort or something. I don't think it's legitimate shit. Like, how you can't be fucking romantic but not sexual with someone. That doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, sorry if anyone is in the chat is pan-romantic asexual, but that sounds like some horse shit to me.
he's always trying to escape just queer phobia in general. King Dedede is so proud.
Yeah, gotta go fast from that queer phobia. Gotta see he speeds away from that. Oh God. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster, faster, faster from queer phobia.
Yes. King Dedede is just a big old bear, just a cis gay, but like a good cis gay who's really supportive and like shows up for trans people and stuff. Olimar's precious. I love Olimar. Olimar's gender queer. Olimar's just queer in general. Gender queer, sexuality queer, all of it. Lucario, a cis gay lesbian. Rob is a pansexual cis woman. Toon Link, you're just Link, but a cartoon. You go in the same category as what I said for Link. Same.
Yeah, why did you even mention this motherfucker? Like, if it's just Link, why did you like mention it again?
For young Link. Why are there 3 Links?
Gotta get to this. Gotta get the video to 10 minutes.
Different ages and arts.
Get that sweet ad revenue.
Styles. Ooh, Villager, because you can choose like any of the different avatars. So there's like different races and genders and stuff. So each of those are individual people. So they would each have to have their own individual identity. So that is far too many for me to name. So all of the villagers are just some kind of queer. We're just throwing an umbrella over them all. My girlfriend Fiona has been playing as Mega Man, and now I only picture her as Mega Man. So Mega Man is a bisexual cis woman. Yeah, he has Mega Man in his name and he goes by he, him pronouns. But you know what? This is my video, so I can make him whatever I want.
Jesus Christ. See, my girlfriend is this, And Mega Man, she plays with Mega Man, so so whatever my girlfriend is, Mega Man is. Oh my god, just.
Fit trainer, we got girl version and guy version, both non-binary icons. Little Mac, bisexual, trans.
How are they non-binary when they're clearly two different genders? Like one's man and one's a woman. Like what the fuck?
Guy, Greninja,
Hey, let me rewind that.
girl version and guy version, both non-binary icons. Little Mac, bisexual, trans guy. Greninja, trans lesbian. Palutena, trans lesbian. Pac-Man can be.
You notice that everyone like that's fucking masculine, they always gotta be like trans guy, or like really gay. It's like no one can be fucking cis. The only time they can be a cis male is when they look pudgy, or already kind of like feminine a little bit. It's like,
A cis gay guy. Robin with the gorgeous girl form, who's just the coolest fucking person in the whole world. Is it unfair if I just make all of the people who have male and female like versions in the game non-binary? Am I just cheating? Robin's gonna be specifically gender fluid, so they can just like pop in between the two. Shulk is a twink. Shulk is just, there's no avoiding it. He's a cis gay, he's a twink.
Why can't Link be a twink? Link the twink. Because he looks more like a twink than this motherfucker. I mean, slightly more like a twink than this thing. And this dude. Whatever.
Duck Hunt are the cutest little lesbians. They love each other.
Oh my god! So, I'm guessing, who goes down on who? The duck goes down the dog, right? It's easier for him. He can just get down there and be like... See, I can't do the Donald Duck thing. I wish I could. The Donald Duck noises. I would be so fucking perverse right now if I knew how to do that, but I don't know how to do it. But yeah, gotta get some of that duck sauce. Slurp it up, bitch!
Other so much. One of the lesbians carries around the other one. Perfect couple. Ryu and Ken, gay trans boys. Cloud, bisexual cis guy.
See what I'm saying? Like another fucking another set of masculine men, and of course they used to be girls. Because like it's like, oh, they're really strong and dependable. So of course they used to be girls. But if they're really feminine and girly, they used to be guys. Like, what is up with that? What's up with that, Riley? What's up with that?
Ryu and Ken, gay trans boys. Cloud, bisexual cis guy. Corin, trans lesbian, and trans guy. This one, I can't make them all non-binary, all the ones that switch. So we're gonna have like a binary trans guy and a binary trans girl, and they're just best buds. They work together under the same name. Bayonetta's a straight trans woman. With the Inklings, there's a bunch of different ones of them. I'm gonna say all of them are gay, either gay guys or gay girls, except for the one wearing the tie. She's bisexual. Ridley is one of those like perfect queer-coded villains where you're like, I'm tired of queer-coded villains, but also they're so cool. Ridley's
Like, I don't like queer-coded villains, but they're so cool at the same time. Like, make up your fucking mind. It's like, because it's the thing where you want the representation and you want the gayness, and you don't really care how you get it. You don't really care. Which is why I can't take any of your fucking videos about gay representation or queer representation seriously. Because you don't really care about where and how you get it.
A bi cis guy. Simon and Richter, both non-binary. And sexuality is, King K. Rool is a gay trans guy and just like a big old bear. Isabel is so cute and Isabel is a lesbian. A trans...
you know, Riley sounded real butch right just then. Isabel is so cute!
Lesbian all the way. Incineroar, I love...
I wanna fuck Isabel! Oh, fuck!
So much, and I looked it up. Their Pokemon has male and female versions.
Wait, hang on.
Trans lesbian all the way. Incineroar, I love so much, and I looked it up. Their Pokemon has male and female versions, because I think a lot of people see Incineroar as a guy because it's all like, ugh. But there are girl Incineroars, and unlike Pikachu and Pichu, there's no like physical distinction between them. So you know what that means, since I main Incineroar.
There's no physical distinction? Why do I feel like that's a lie?
Trans lesbian, me brawler, me sword fighter, me gunner. They're all customizable. They're just weird me's. They don't count for anything. So I don't know. They're whatever kind of queer you are because you make them yourself. You customize them however you want. And that is everyone. I think we made it. Let me know your thoughts in the description, what you headcanon all of these characters as, if you disagree with mine or agree with mine. And just a reminder, this is all in good fun. It's literally, yeah.
Yeah, it's still bad though. It's still like fucking cringe as shit. Like, I know, yeah, you have fun, and that's wonderful, and I'm having fun right now, making fun of it. And it's kind of my job anyway, you know? Yeah, let's see.
Just for fun, you can headcanon whatever you want. You can ignore my headcanons if you don't like them. And I'm not trying to, like, turn everything queer. We're just having fun, making the representation for ourselves.
Really? Because none of the characters are fucking straight. Or their original gender. Like, none of them. They're all fucking queer or gay. All of them. Like, they're all, like, a different gender or like, queer. Like, I'm not trying to make everything gay. Yeah, you are.
That we don't normally see everywhere because media is just like all cis straight people except for like a few shows that we get. So I don't see any problem in just having a little bit of fun, you know? Oh, and if you want to watch me play some Smash Ultimate, I have been playing on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Riley and Fiona. I'll put a link down in the description. You can turn on notifications there if you want.
I remember they tried to get their Twitch set up for the first time. Yeah, that was embarrassing. They had no fucking clue what they were doing. It was kind of funny.
Want to see me stream a little bit? Sometimes I stream Fortnite, sometimes I stream Smash Ultimate. You can always just pop into a stream and ask me to play Ultimate. Like, I love the game. I'll probably switch if I'm not playing it already. And if you didn't know, me and my girlfriend Fiona have a podcast together called Gal Pals. And for a while...
Holy shit. They have a fucking podcast? And before y'all say anything, I'm not fucking going anywhere near that podcast. We'll be here all day.
We've had a Discord community through that podcast, but now we're opening it up to people from both of our channels. So if you would like to come join our Discord community with lots of lovely people, you can head on over to my Patreon, which I'll link in the description. It is currently the $5 tier on my Patreon. So for $5 or more a month on Patreon, you'll help me keep making videos like these, and you'll get access to our really fun Discord where we're posting all of our videos and podcasts and just having lots of chats and stuff. Like, we post memes there, we post selfies there. It's just kind of like a...
Oh my god, they meme! I would love to see their shitty memes, because, you know, as the saying goes, the left can't meme for shit. And I would just love to see how they meme and see how bad it is. Oh my god. But too bad I gotta pay to watch their cringe. Yeah. So lucky for me, I don't have to fucking watch that shit. I mean, it's lucky, but it's also unfortunate, because I did want to make fun of them a little bit. Damn it.
Fun, relaxing place to hang out. I think it is a lovely little community, and it's a safe place, especially for queer people, because we moderate it a lot to make sure that it's a good, welcoming community for everyone. And if you like Smash Ultimate, sometimes I play with people on Twitch. I fought a few people the other day, but because they weren't in Australia, there was like a huge lag between it. So I'm trying to figure out the internet situation. But if you want to come watch on Twitch and join the Discord and stuff.
Yeah, let's see what else we got. Let me go to that other new video he came out with. The Santa one.
Hey everyone, my name is Riley, and today I'm going to teach you how to manufacture fake outrage, get a lot of clicks, make a lot of...
What is this a new thing where he announces who he is? Like, we know who the fuck you are. If your name is in the goddamn... If your name is on... If you use your real name for your fucking channel, don't do that. Don't fucking do that. Or if you like, fucking don't announce your name in your video. It's just, we know who the fuck you are.
Money and unnecessarily demonize an entire community. The first step you're going to want to take is find a community that's incredibly easy to scapegoat. The best...
Okay, but like, it's not... this is about like, someone made it like a gender queer or like gender binary, a gender non-binary Santa Claus. And now, like, of course, and of course, naturally, people were like, oh, that's stupid. So now, like, he's real pissed that people don't like it because, blah, 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 whatever. And, like, of course, without any irony, he's not going to see how this doesn't apply to, like, oh, create fake outrage and profit. Like, that's what you do with your channel every fucking day. Like every fucking day. This is what you do. This is what you do with your channel. Like this is like just let people have fun sometimes. The potato wedges tweet. Oh wait. I think I should watch that one next. Like after this one, we're gonna go to the potato wedges tweet because one of his girlfriend's tweets went viral or some shit. It was about potato wedges, and I don't know. Of course, he had to make a fucking video about it because ad revenue. Living in Australia is expensive. I'm probably.
Catch-all option for this is just generic feminists or SJWs, but you can also get more specific and go with trans people or gay people. Once you've identified your target community, you're going to want to invent something for them to do. Be careful though, because it shouldn't be something they would actually do or want, because that wouldn't get—
Really? Like you just spent like, keep in mind, we just came from a video where he was labeling characters as not as everything else but straight, cis, and hetero. Because I just see these people in me. Keep in mind, we just came from a fucking video where he was labeling fictional characters as queer for no reason. Like but suddenly it's so absurd. It's so fucking absurd for this to happen, but he just fucking did it on his channel. You dumb you're so fucking stupid. I feel sorry for his fans because they're just so fucking naive and like they're probably as dumb as he is. But it's like I at the same time I feel sorry. I feel really sorry for him. Like, oh my god, because they'll buy right into this fucking shit. They did like gay and social justice. We don't want this shit. But like you just said at the end of the video, like I label all these characters queer and gay because we don't have that much representation. It's like, motherfucker. Motherfucker. Do you not fucking understand how you're completely, like, you're just a hypocrite? Oh.
People
not that I was mad about, like, the Santa non-binary thing. I saw a tweet on it. A quick tweet on it, and then I didn't see it again. Like, I didn't see any fucking outrage over it. Like, I saw the tweet, there was, like, a couple of reactions, and I reacted to, like, oh, this is stupid. And then I scrolled down, and I never saw it again. So, like, it's so he's complaining about manufacturing outrage in a video where he's manufacturing outrage. Because I haven't seen any outrage past that fucking tweet.
Not enough. No, you want to make up something that's an exaggerated caricature of that community. For example, do you think feminists are on a diabolical rampage to turn Santa gender neutral? Of course not. That's ridiculous. But the internet doesn't know that. So just tell everyone that the evil SJWs want to make Santa gender neutral. That will infuriate everyone and make—
Hey, let me look this shit up, because I bet you there's actually a real fucking— Hold on, Santa fucking shit. Gender neutral Santa. One in four think Santa should be female. This was December 5th, 2018. I'm not going to open it yet. I'm going to keep going. Gender neutral Santa with tattoos. Survey gouges. Santa Claus should be female or gender neutral. That's another one. It's more recent. People want Santa to be gender neutral is a fake. Says here it's a fake story. Oh, let me see. All right, let's try the first one. First, Pink News. Okay, this looks like a predominantly gay website. Hold on, let me see. 1 in 4 think Santa should be female or gender neutral. More than 1 in 4 people in the US and the UK want Santa to be female or gender neutral, according to a new survey. More than 4,000 people were asked what gender Saint Nick would be if they could rebrand the mystical present giver for modern society. 10.6% would opt for a female Santa, the poll results show. Okay, what is that? Where did that come from? Did it come from their fucking website? This isn't it? The fuck? Okay, wait a minute. Wait. So this isn't a real. So they. Because this doesn't lead to a fucking poll, at least it is fucking shit. Ugh. And 17.15% would prefer a gender-neutral Santa, meaning that overall nearly 28% of people would ditch the traditional male version of Santa if given the choice, according to the survey by Graphic Springs. Let's try this again. Okay. Respondents range from 18 to 65, and we use Google surveys and gathered responses during October and November 2018. Suggestions on how to change Santa were gathered from an open survey of 400 respondents from both UK and US. Like, if you guys can't see a piece of this, I'm really fucking sorry. I have no idea. Why is this so fucking crypt? Oh shit, someone just sent me another super chat. Another $5 super chat. Mrs. Muda says, hi Jay Longbone, love your videos and your bones. Thank you. And Brian says, damn it, you sent $5. Yeah, because some people don't send specific numbers. Not that I'm really complaining. It's like fake complaining. But yeah, let's get back to this. If you could rebrand Santa, society, what gender would it be? Like 72% says male, 10.60% says female, and 17.15% says gender neutral. And that's really the only one I want to focus on. But like, yeah, this seems like a really fucking half-ass survey. But yeah, 72%, the majority on the whole said male. So, female Santa is a hot button issue, despite existing on the level of the Easter Bunny. I think the kids are... See, but I think... this is a predominantly gay website, though. And they might have doctored this up for clout or whatever. Yeah. And that's not exactly 1 in 4. It's fucking 72% said he should still be male. I mean, what the fuck? Online survey by Graphic Springs. I don't know if it originated from this website. I want to know where the fuck it came from. I want to know where the fuck this shit originated from. Big surprise, people who that want Santa to be gender neutral story is bullshit. Everybody knows that statistics are very boring. Even people who study statistics understand that. On a scale of things people find interesting, statistics rate just below drawing paint. To that end, every once in a while, certain troublemaking elements use the mind-numbing dullness of statistics to make up utter bullshit, hoping our critical faculties will shut down in the face of all those numbers and will swallow some fake news. Case in point, recently, the company Graphic Spring released a poll concerning ways to modernize Santa, clearly not realizing that Santa's immense desirability means he's already as modern as he could be. One of the questions in the poll concerned Santa's gender. People were asked whether Santa should be male, female, or gender neutral. The overwhelming majority voted male. 70.79%, actually 72, but whatever. But just over 10% voted Santa should be female, and 18.64% voted that he should be gender neutral. So with a thudding predictability that has come to define the cycles of online outrage, the hot take started in Twitter. Twitter, famously a hotbed of nuance and empathy, got involved. But amidst a culture war fury, nobody stopped to question the actual study itself. Oh yeah, it is Twitter. So this website called Graphic Spring made up the whole thing. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to the Riley video, and I'm sure he's going to make it he's gonna turn it into some bullshit like, oh, the right wingers, they made it up. They made it up when it was just some fucking random fucking website that wanted clicks and views. The study started circulating. The media ran with their headlines. Some publications said that Santa could become gender neutral. Some disingenuous bullshit. Nah. Participants or graphic springs and background. All right. Wait, this is new, of course. Alt-right trolls and disingenuous pockets of the media have been trying to slur. All right, let's go back to the Riley Dennis video. So, a website called Graphic Spring made up a fucking statistic. Made up a fucking statistic that said a lot of people want a non-binary Santa, female Santa, whatever. But see, the thing, like, of course, Riley is going to turn it into some right-wing, alt-right bullshit. That it was them the whole fucking time. They did it too. I'm sure he's not going to put the blame where it's supposed to be, but I'll give him some leeway. Like, I'll give him some room to prove me wrong. Let's see where it goes.
Them hate those awful feminists, but it will get lots of people to click on and share your article about it, which means publicity, engagement, and ad revenue for you. And who cares about the people you're demonizing? Those people aren't you, and therefore you don't have to care about them. Because as we all know, compassion is—
it's not really demonizing, really. It's just some shit that people are going to laugh at and move on with. But you really think people are going to go out in the streets and start hanging gay people from trees because they wanted Santa to be non-binary? They were like throwing around that idea. No, it was just going to be the cringe of the week on social media, and that's where it was going to end. Besides, people found out real quick that it was some bullshit because this happened, weeks ago? No one gives a shit about it anymore. But of course, December 30th, here, I'm gonna give a little guess that maybe 13 to 15 days after this shit died down already, he's making a fucking video stirring up more controversy over it for ad revenue and clicks. So, Riley, you're no different from these people. You're no different from Graphic Spring or people who just want to get some controversy going. You're no different from these people. I don't know why you think you are. You're not. You're fucking after this fucking. It was just like the it's okay to be white shit. That whole controversy had died way the fuck down before he made his video. Like, it was 6 months old. That shit was 6 months old. And he made a video stirring up controversy for views and clicks because he knows the type of people that he attracts. He thinks he's slick, but he's not. He's not. He's a shyster, just like those Graphic Spring motherfuckers. He's no different. So I don't know why he's acting all indignant. Like, oh, you're profiting from people's pain and from people's struggles. So are you, bitch.
Is vastly overrated. But what's that, you say? No one's going to believe you if your source is just some random SJW said this? Well then, it's time that I taught you how to manipulate a survey for your benefit. Sticking with the gender-neutral Santa example, you could send out a survey to a bunch of people that looks like this. The questions could ask stuff like, if you could rebrand Santa for modern society, what gender would he be? And how would you modernize Santa's transport? Because to the person taking the survey, that all modernize Santa's transport. Because to the person taking the survey, that all sounds like it's in good fun. It's hypothetical. They're being asked on some weird internet survey how they could modernize Santa. Why not say that he could be gender neutral or female or ride a hoverboard or drink beer or have an iPhone? That stuff is fun. And after all, this survey is just asking these questions for fun, right? And that's how you get them. Then only report on their answers that pertain to gender. Ignore all the hoverboard and beer and iPhone answers because that would only complicate things. And then instead of saying that some bored people on the internet thought maybe this is how they could modernize Santa if they had to, say that 1 in 4 people think Santa should be female or gender neutral. And that,
like I said, that pink website is a gay website. It's not a right-wing website. It's not just like a regular public. It's a gay fucking website. that reported on it. So, just letting you, Riley, if you're watching, I'm just letting you know that.
That word should is important because it was not in the original question. If you had asked people something more accurate, like, should all depictions of Santa be gender neutral or female? Or do you think we should force all depictions of Santa?
Got another super chat, and it looks like it's from Bri-Fi again. $2. Bri-Fi says prevent sleigh accidents by not having female Santa. Oh, that's just so sexist, Bri-Fi. Ice Goddess Rukia says, you want some kind of diet? Is that what they teach you in Sissy school of yours?
To be gender neutral or female, you would get some different answers. And those answers wouldn't be...
What do you say?
Should force all depictions of Santa to be gender neutral or female, you would get some different answers. And those answers wouldn't be very useful for getting rage clicks. So there you go. That's how you make your claim sound sciencey, because you had a survey, even though it's all complete bullshit. But you might be asking, what if you don't want to go through all the trouble of making an online...
Actually, like, if someone asks, like, if the depiction should be forced to be, like, yeah, you didn't, that if force is implied, actually the results would have been overwhelmingly, like 100% people would have said, like, no, he should stay male. And it was already high the first time. They just lied about what the results were completely. They said, oh, people want to, everybody wants a fucking gender neutral Santa Claus. It was only like, but it was only like fucking 10%. Like 10, 15%, whatever. So that, like, you rephrasing it that way would only make the results more overwhelmingly for the male Santa. So I don't know why the fuck you mentioned that. I don't know.
Survey. Well, no worries, because if you just go on Fox News, you don't even need the facade of having evidence. For this example, let's talk about gingerbread men, or as the evil SJWs want us to call them, gingerbread people. For this plan, you're only going to need one little molehill, and then I'm going to help you make a mountain out of it. In this case,
like, everything he is saying could be applied to him tenfold. He does it, like, you do this shit way more than Fox News. Like, your whole channel is dependent on this shit. You can't make money without this shit. You can't make money just being you. You got it. You have to be you know better than the media. Like, just outrage inducing for clicks and notoriety. Like, you do that shit way more than the fucking media does. Because at least the media reports on different shit every now and then. Sometimes they talk about positive shit. You don't talk about anything positive. Everything you fucking do a video on has some snide negativity behind it. Like something like, oh, straight people, white people, cis people. Like everything you fucking, like, you're no different from Fox News, actually, to be perfectly fucking honest. You're the antithesis of Fox News. Like, you're just the liberal version of Fox News. And there are actually people who would take them more seriously than you. And yeah, it's kind of sad, but not really. Because if they came across your channel, they would perfectly fucking understand. They would actually, they would gravitate towards Fox more than you. And that's just like, that should tell you right there how shitty your content is.
Our molehill is that the cafe and the Scottish Parliament decided to call some of their cookies gingerbread people instead of gingerbread men. Now, obviously, this isn't a big deal. It's just a cookie in a single cafe.
Oh, so wait. I thought we were under the impression that the whole story was fake and they were making it up. So, like, someone did actually do this. But now your defense is, oh, it's just a cookie. Like, which is, yeah, I agree. But I was under the impression that they just made it up. Like, isn't that what we're talking about? Like, manufactured stories and shit with manufactured outrage? I mean, yeah, they're reporting on it, but of course you're not going to show any footage from the Fox News clip. In fact, hold on. Maybe we can find some, hold on. Maybe we can find a fucking clip of that shit. Because I bet you, like, because 10-1, I bet you, Chris Tucker, Tucker Carlson is just laughing at that shit. Hang on. God damn it. Gingerbread people. You know, give me the original clip, damn it. God damn it. Of course, they never give you the original clip. They always give you some motherfucker. Oh, wait. Here it is. Finally, after all that shit.
Gingerbread man is now gingerbread banned. Scotland's parliament has removed the phrase gingerbread man from the coffee shop in its building and instead will be selling the holiday cookies as gingerbread people.
Damn it.
So as not to appear sexist. In other news, Scotland has a parliament.
Okay, wait a minute. So it seems like, well, this guy isn't taking it seriously. He's actually making fun of it. But it's like, he fucking says, oh, they did it because they didn't want to seem sexist. Which is, it's like, you shouldn't get too outraged over that shit. But at the same time, it's like, why? That's, like, you want to complain about them taking it seriously, but they're also renaming cookies because they don't want to be sexist. Like, how, that's fucking ridiculous. And that's putting 100 on 10 as well. Like, so why aren't you? But of course, you're not going to. No, of course, Riley Dennis isn't going to complain about that because that serves his agenda. That's the shit that's the side that he's on. So he's not going to call out that shit. He's not going to talk about that.
That's not the only holiday crap that makes us want to puke. A survey conducted by Graphic Springs, a design company, shows people would prefer to modernize Santa by ditching the big red suit for skinny jeans. The reindeer would be replaced by a flying car and giving the guy a few tattoos and an iPhone. Great. So we emasculate Gingerbread Man, we ban holiday songs because they're sexist, and we want Santa to look like a member of Maroon 5. So, if that's what those people want, fine. Here's your PC Santa.
An unrelated note, what the fuck is his name again? Gutfeld is actually fucking funny. Like, out of all the shit on Fox News, he's genuinely funny. He actually brings some levity to Fox News, which I really enjoy. But of course, I can't find the original fucking clip of what's his name saying that fucking freaking out over this shit. God damn it. Gingerbread men people. Let's look again. Fuck. Is this the original clip? I don't want some asshole commentating on it. I want the original clip.
Oftentimes, he'll stare directly into your soul for minutes at a time, and while his expressions may range,
America. The war on Christmas is a global struggle. In the Parliament of Scotland, they have a national parliament. The coffee shop has stopped selling gingerbread men. Why? Gender specific. They're now called gingerbread people. You don't want to give them a gender without their consent. You don't even want to know how many bathrooms there are in gingerbread houses now. A lot. Tammy Bruce is a radio host and president of Independent Women's...
He's clearly, like, making jokes about this shit. See, either, like, his tone is either, like, full-on laugh out loud hilarity. Like, either he's laughing at the fucking guest, or he's got that fucking, like, he's got that fucking cab forward face into the camera and shit.
Voice, and she joins us tonight. Tammy, so I have this sneaking suspicion that a lot of the people who are doing things like this are actually right-wing plants there to discredit the progressives they live among. Do you think that's possible?
I don't. I think, though, that it's...
So, he's freaking out, everybody. Like, where's the freak out? I wanted to see a right-wing freak out over this shit. I'm not seeing it. Where's it at?
But I
He's laughing! And he was making jokes just a second ago.
It's very funny. Now
It's very tongue-in-cheek so far. Like, where's the freak out?
I'm starting to think about the complicated structure of gingerbread houses because of your comment. I'm just wondering how many bathrooms can they get into one house? But look, here is the problem. And it just proves, of course, our point in general. The left has worked now for a couple of generations to condition us to ahead of time worry about what we're going to say. Even your last segment, of course, is about that, a little bit of...
But see, aren't they right, though? Like, yeah, they may be like putting 100 on 10 a little bit, but didn't they specifically change it to gingerbread people because they didn't want to be sexist? But that's not putting 100 on 10. Like putting weird labels on gingerbread men because you think it's sexist and you're going to come under some kind of scrutiny. That's not putting 100 on 10. That's not overreacting. That's not freaking out. That's just, it's nothing. But him like laughing and making jokes about it and making a segment on it, like basically roasting this shit. That's him. That's a freak out to people. Okay. I guess that means something different now.
Of challenging people and threatening them.
Still smiling, by the way.
And making sure that they know that there's danger in those thoughts. And so this baker, she said it was a whim, that she just thought, like for no good reason, that she should not call them gingerbread men and call them a gingerbread person. And I couldn't tell, obviously, because they're also not wearing clothes. So it's hard to say what it is that they are and what they're doing and what they're not doing. But she said she was also shocked by the response. And that's the good news, Tucker, is that this is in again, Scotland, the United Kingdom, and the backlash. She was apparently shocked that people were really upset about this. And I contend, after a series of, living your entire life being kind of bullied into what you can and cannot say and presumptions that you're bad people, that...
Like, why did you zoom in on that part? So, oh, he's got a resting bitch face. Like, so what? I think that part was edited. Was it? Seems like it was edited by the guy who made this video.
Into what you can and cannot say and presumptions that you're bad people, that it can be the...
Tucker Carlson just has a weird resting bitch face. That's about it.
Smallest thing that tips you over the edge. That's the tipping point. And in this case, it's, calling gingerbread men a gingerbread person when obviously they're men.
Well, so maybe the lesson is that the rest of us shouldn't participate in our own spiritual neutering, and that we should at every step along the way say, I'm not complying with that.
That is
I'm sorry.
correct.
Call HR on me. I'm not doing it.
This shit is dry.
Well, that was some commentary. Well, whatever. Anyway, yeah, so that's not really a freak out. I mean, yeah, like it's not about the cookie. He's really commentating on the thought process behind doing some shit like that. We got to change the names of the cookies because it's sexist. He's just talking about that mentality and how it's not good. Like I said, he does put 100 on 10. He says it's like kind of like dangerous and shit. But is he freaking out? Is he making it like a national, like it's a matter of national security? No. He's commentating on that thought process, which is, in my opinion, completely valid. So, and he's not freaking out about it. See, that's the thing. They like to project their emotions onto people like Tucker Carlson. Why are you freaking out about it? Why are you freaking the fuck out? Stop freaking out! Like, you're the one who's freaking out. He's over here laughing about this shit. Like, it's a tongue-in-cheek thing. But he's talking about the thought process behind it, not the fact that, we got to keep cookies holy. No. We just got to keep people from fucking relabeling shit because they think they're going to come under some kind of scrutiny for it. Because it's fucking pointless. And it's stupid. That's what he's saying. So to say Tucker Carlson was freaking out is like, it's fucking disingenuous as shit. But like I said, people need content. Late night talk show hosts need something to laugh about. That's not Trump, but still within the right wing realm. So yeah, they gotta do something. They can't write jokes,
In Scotland. But with that kind of attitude, you'll never get any rage clicks. And if you're on Fox News and advertisers are boycotting your white supremacist show, you really need...
Oh my God, stop calling... He called Tucker Carlson a white supremacist in his last fucking video, the I'm okay to be white video, which I also did a response to. You can check that out. Search Riley Dennis on my channel. You can find the my response to Riley Dennis's "It's Okay to Be White." It's Okay to Be White controversy, where he does mention Tucker Carlson being a white supremacist. Which, come on, come on. And I did a little edit with the Tucker Carlson saying his name is fucking difficult. Tucker Carlson clips. I do a fun little edit with some clips of him laughing. So yeah, so go check that out if you want.
Need some rage clicks. So it's time to make that molehill into a...
Like, how he can't, with the way he was talking about it, he did not induce rage in anything, in anybody. Come on. If you thought that was rage inducing, that couple of minutes I just showed, you're no. No one would be fucking enraged by that.
Mountain. Pretend that you really believe that cookies have a gender and that you really care about that cookie.
Apparently the people on the other side of the people of the Scottish Parliament think they do have a gender, and that's why they changed it to a fucking gender neutral cookie, because they thought the fucking cookie had a gender. So if you're gonna call them out for calling this out, then you got to call the Scottish Parliament out for pointlessly changing the gender of a cookie because they thought it'd be sexist. Like, come on, like, fucking be consistent.
Gender, and then pretend that this one cafe calling them gingerbread people is going to have some kind of ripple effect that results in governments banning private citizens from ever saying the words gingerbread man. See,
well, we've already got people trying to I don't want to say censor, but there's already like people trying to, make misgendering illegal and all that shit. That's actually a thing that happens, and the problem is, like, and the thing is that Tucker Carlson is trying to call out that mentality in general. And it's not about the cookie, it's about the mentality that breeds the shit, that breeds the type of mentality that gets people fined or whatever for misgendering people. Like, it's not that fucking hard. But so, like I said, you don't want to see it from another side, so of course you're gonna be a twat about it.
Now you have yourself a scary, rage-inducing story. Those damn feminists are trying to de-genderify your cookies. How could you let that happen? And then people watching your show get mad at all those awful feminists.
But like I said, that's the reason why he didn't show any clips, because none of them support what he's saying. You're gonna get your audience mad. He was laughing and joking about it the whole fucking time. Come on. He was laughing because that's what Tucker Carlson does. He fucking laughs at this shit. But, like, some of the shit is valid. Like, the mentality behind doing some shit like that and calling that out, like, is, like, that's valid. It's pretty fucking valid. Like, it's not serious. Not 100%. But calling that shit out is valid. Because when that shit does come along, you can, like, know how to fucking deal with it.
You and I know they didn't actually do anything, and in fact, they really don't care what you call your fucking cookies. But then you get the rage view.
Like, no one cares, but they had to change it to something not gender neutral, though. Like, they're not supposed. They can care about the gender of a cookie and be freaked out over it, but they're not. But the other side isn't allowed to call that out, or think that that's stupid. Like, you stop being a fucking hypocrite. Stop it.
You get the rage ad money and everything is fine. No one will think it's weird at all that you're so obsessed with the gender of cookies. And for one final example, let's talk about what you'd do if you wanted to target trans and gay people specifically, not just feminists. In that case, I have the perfect story for you that you can easily blow out of proportion with just a slight little twist, even if you proclaim to be a gay news source. So in this case, here's a...
so they're magically not anymore? Because they pointed out how stupid it was.
So
now we know what this is really about. Hold on. Let me keep playing.
Here's a story about how Switzerland recently updated their hate crime laws. A news source. So slight little twist, even if you proclaim to be a gay news source. So
basically Riley is all good. Because like I said, we saw his last video. We know how he is. with wanting to change the gender, sexuality, or whatever of characters because there's no representation. So he'll take whatever little stupid shit he can get. Fucking Scottish Parliament changing the gender of cookies. He's all cool with that because it's representation. See, the problem with him is it's not the freaking out over it. It's the fact that they fucking point out how dumb it was. And then he felt dumb. And now he had to make a video demonizing whoever thought it was dumb. Because he's so fucking insecure, like, he has to project all his bullshit onto things. He's got no other personality beyond that. So now, if you think it's dumb, then you're an asshole because you're attacking my fucking personality. You're attacking my very being. Like, fuck you.
In this case, here's a story about how Switzerland recently updated their hate crime laws. Previously, their laws stated that if a crime was committed against someone because of the victim's race, ethnicity, or religion, then that crime would be considered a hate crime and more harshly punished. However, recently, Switzerland updated that hate crime definition to include sexual orientation and gender identity. This seems like a pretty standard thing. The US has had a federal hate crime law in place since 1969, and in 2009, they updated it to include sexual orientation and gender identity. Laws like this are not uncommon because as a society, we have generally decided that hate crimes are bad. But all of that...
I don't see why that shit needs to be charged more harshly. Like, if you murder somebody, like 2 murders happen, and both murders happen the exact same way. But the only difference is one murderer calls their victim a nigger before they kill him. So you tell me he should go to jail for like 5-10 more extra years because he had like slightly more hate in his heart than the other killer? Like, they're both killers. They both fucking murdered somebody. To be honest, I don't think this should be extra shit. Like, there should be extra shit tacked on. It's like the marital rape laws. There shouldn't be specifically marital rape laws because rape is rape. It doesn't matter. Like, the situation doesn't matter. Like, if you rape somebody, your ass should fry for that shit. You murder somebody, your ass should fry for that shit. You rape somebody, your ass should fry for that shit. You shouldn't have to tack on more shit onto that. You don't have to. You're gonna get the chair anyway. Like, what the fuck? You're gonna get the chair, you're gonna go to prison regardless. So I don't understand why you have to tack on more shit. I never understood that, but whatever.
That is boring and won't get anyone angry. If you want ad revenue, you gotta get people angry over nothing. So instead of boring people to death with the details of hate crime laws, just say, Switzerland votes to send people to prison for homophobia and transphobia.
But that's... So basically, you've described you don't like clickbait, and that's what this is all coming down to. Hang on, let me find that. Hold on, shit, fuck. Let me find that link. Pink News, Switzerland. Okay. Because I'll bet you it's just clickbait, and you can just click on it and figure out the details for yourself. Notice how he only has the title of the article. Switzerland has voted to make homophobic and transphobic crimes punishable with up to a 3-year. So it's just clickbait. So you're mad at clickbait. It's not the here's my thing. It's not the website's fault. When people get mad at clickbait, like, unless the clickbait is 100% different from what is being told in the article or in the video, whatever, then you shouldn't be mad about it. It's just to get fucking attention. To talk about the fucking story. And it got your attention, dumbass. Like, you clicked on it. But it says Switzerland has voted to make homophobic and transphobic crimes punishable with up to a 3-year prison sentence. The National Council voted to criminalize homophobic and transphobic acts, putting it on par with the way the country treats racism. The council voted for 118 for and 60 against to introduce a prison sentence for homophobia and transphobia. However, the motion still needs to be passed by the Council of States before it can become a law. National Counselor Matthias Renard, who put forward motion, posted on Twitter on September 25th. National Council accepts my, oh my God, parliamentary, oh my God, initiative against homophobia and transphobia. A magnificent success for human rights. Final response in December to the Council of States. Hashtag LGBT. Blah, blah, blah. Speaking of shortlist, Renard said the Swiss Parliament's decision is great news because it sends the powerful message that homophobia is not an option. As for racism, it's a violation of law. He added, I tabled the motion after speaking to friends of mine who have personally been victims of verbal and physical homophobic violence. And working on this law, I found out that Swiss case law doesn't punish either hate speech or incitement to hatred towards LGBT people. During the last few years, this loophole in this law has been pointed out several times at an international level. The vote has been praised by LGBT groups in the country where equal marriage remains illegal. Renee Shegg, Secretary. Okay, so basically, all right, I don't need to read the rest, but basically, this article is just reporting on it, and it's reporting the positives of it, and just talking about in depth of what it is. So you're mad about fucking clickbait? You're mad about clickbait? It's not their fucking responsibility to be harmonious. Like I said, they have to condense. They have to condense what the fucking article is in the title. Clickbait is I don't understand hatred over clickbait unless it's like 100% fucking inaccurate and misleading. But it's not misleading. Switzerland votes to send people to prison for homophobia and transphobia. Yeah, that's exactly what the fuck that's about. You fucking moron. And it's so ironic because what you are criticizing this website for, you are doing it. You are doing it. They didn't do it. You're doing it. You fucking moron. I'm inducing hatred. You're inducing hatred, clickbait, which is exactly what you're doing. In fact, you're more insidious because, yeah, your title isn't misleading, but your facts and details in your fucking video are, which makes you actually worse than these people. Switzerland votes. Yeah, that's exactly what the fuck they did, though. It's just a condensed version of the truth. It's just condensed. It's just shrunken. You can go to the fucking link and find out what the deal is. It's not their fault that people are so fucking stupid nowadays that they just read a title and be like, "Yep, that's the shit. That's what's going on. That's what's happening." That's not their fault. Because people, they supplied the links for you to click on so you can read what it's about. It's not their fault that people are so dumb that they can't read shit anymore. They can't read more than one line. It's not their fucking fault. So you're basically misleading your fans, making them think that their fucking website is probably some right-wing planting the idea in their head that they're probably some fake right-wing plant, like faking being a gay news website. When all they can do is all they got to do is go to the link because you have no respect for your fans. Riley Dennis has no respect for his fucking fans. He knows they're going to do the same fucking thing that they're criticizing other people for. They're going to look at the title and be like, "Oh yeah, these people are clearly hateful and don't represent us at all." I'm not going to click on the link because Riley, she got us she got us. She got us down. She got our backs. No, she doesn't. She wants your money. I accidentally said she instead of he. But yeah, he wants your money. He doesn't give a shit about you. He lies so he can generate outrage for money. He's no better than the people he's talking shit about. Because I just read the fucking article and it just reports what the fucking bill is or what the laws are. It does the fucking thing that it's supposed to. The article does what it's supposed to do. The title is just kind of clickbaity. It's a little clickbait. Not even like, actually, fuck it. It's not it's not clickbait at all. It says exactly what the fuck it is. Oh, I fucking hate Riley Dennis. I need you to understand that. I fucking hate this person. Because they know, like, he fucking knows he's lying. He knows his fans are dumbasses. He knows it. And he hasn't enough fucking respect to tell the goddamn truth. Fuck you. Oh, I can't stand your ass.
Or Switzerland rules transphobia and homophobia illegal.
Yeah, isn't that what the fuck? Yeah, that's what yeah. I don't need to read that one either. It's exactly what, yeah.
Because that will get people riled up. What exactly does...
Like, what are you fucking saying right now? Like, you're such a fucking Let me read the chat right quick. Cool down a bit, because, I can't stand this motherfucker. If it's on the basis of sexuality, it will be illegal. You can be really annoying and call everyone... Sometime alone says, is the right wing plant like a ficus or an aloe? Bri-Fi says, what's JL's name? What's my name? I don't think I'm going to say my name. My first name is Lauren, but that's about it. Now that's all I'm going to tell you. Sometime alone says, master of clickbait. Varvareth says, this hatred law is a dangerous thing. In Russia, they used by government to silence opposition and oppress people. This is the nature of this kind of laws. They can be bent and given too much power. Agree. I'm agreement on that. But that's separate from what I'm talking about. Like he literally misleads, like while calling out people for being misleading and generating outrage. He's doing the exact same thing. And that's what I have a problem with. I could give a shit about the law. It could be unconstitutional. It could be a little dangerous. Because as I was reading, I was thinking that, but I was like, that's not what we're talking about right now. That's not. I wasn't gonna mention that because I'm more about how Riley is distorting fucking facts and blatantly lying to his impressionable fan base, as he always does. Zigzag verbal violence was specified. Yeah, like I said, it sounds sketchy as hell. And as I was reading it, I was thinking that, but I was more focused on this Riley shit. Zigzag said, calling someone gay is punishable by 3 years now. Yeah, the law sounds a little, wonky to me. It sounds really suspect. Oh, Bust Nut is here. Hello, honey. Like, hey, Bust Nut, what's up? All right. Seth Green says, my problem with the hatred laws is that hatred is an objective thing. I hate celery, so someone saying they hate celery, so someone saying they like celery. I hate celery, so would someone saying they like celery hate speech. Oh, I think I get what you're saying. Yeah, like the fact you could tweet something as a joke and then you go to jail for it. That does sound sketch as hell. But yeah, let's get back to this shit. But Riley Dennis, once again, piece of shit. Can't stand him. Only cares about his subscribers when he needs money.
Transphobia or homophobia mean? Will people spend years in jail because they accidentally misgendered someone? Will straight people get the death penalty for laughing at...
That's what it looks like when I read the article. But like I said, that's not the issue. The issue is, were they misleading? No, they weren't. They fucking weren't. You will go to jail. They have homophobia and transphobia laws, and if you are transphobic or homophobic, you will go to jail. That's not a misrepresentation of anything. You're misrepresenting it because you don't show any fucking... That's why his videos are such shit. Because he doesn't show any facts. There's the titles of fucking articles, and he gives his own edited interpretation of facts. He doesn't give out actual fucking facts. I'm a channel, like, I make more videos, like, just, like, talking shit and, like, making jokes, and I'm still more factual than this motherfucker.
A bad gay joke? Of course not, but the people on the internet don't know that, and they're not gonna bother to take the time to research it before getting mad, so they'll share.
So what, they were supposed to explain the entire fucking bill in the title of the goddamn article? No, that's what the article is for. And then, like I said, it's not their responsibility to get people to read. They're supposed to read. When you see the title of something, you're supposed to be like, oh, that's intriguing, and then read the fucking article. It's not their responsibility. It's not their fault that people are so goddamn their fucking attention span is so fucked up that they can't read past one line. That's not their fucking fault.
Your article all over the place and direct their anger at innocent queer people, but you profit, so it's okay. Anyway.
Yeah. See. Like I said, you're just such a hypocrite. You're such a lying, like, there's a fucking piece of shit.
That's all you need to know for scamming the internet, making people mad, harming innocent communities, and making some money off of it all. I hope this can help you go out there.
Like, yeah, remember when he was saying that the president, like Donald Trump, was putting Mexican kids in cages? And it turns out that wasn't fucking happening, and that happened when Obama was president. Then fucking the proof came out. I wonder if he corrected himself. Probably fucking not. Okay, now let's go to this next video. I think that's going to be the last one for the night.
Hey everyone, I'm Riley, and I am so sweaty. It is so hot in Sydney right now. I'm melting. I even have lights up because the light is uneven coming through the window, so I'm just a big ball of sweat. If I melt during this video, I'm sorry, but a girl's gotta film some videos, even when it's 2 million degrees outside and super humid. Trying a new little setup. My mic is here because it wouldn't effectively hide off screen, but we're here today because I want to use my computer to tell you about the time my girlfriend tried to get some discounted potato wedges and it became weirdly viral. Me and her are both really confused about it, but it's funny and I wanted to talk about it. Mostly because it was just fun and silly and something like happy in the world for once. Australian birds are so loud. The wildlife hasn't been as deadly as I anticipated when I came here, but it has been much louder.
Yeah, shut up.
Don't need to be mean about because it doesn't matter, it's just fun. So basically what happened, I'll link her Twitter thread in the description, but I'll explain it for you here. Fiona got off work and she was stopping by the grocery store on her way home, and normally I work from home and I'm there when she gets home, but I had something to do that evening and so I was out. And earlier that day she had forgotten her keys, which meant that she needed to wait for and they didn't do it. And at that point she's like committed, you know, so she's staying there and waiting, and she could see that they were discounting other stuff and that they would get to that soon, and so I think they just took a little bit longer than normal to get to it. She said when they did come out in market they seemed like rushed because they realized that they were supposed to put it reduced earlier, and so eventually they reduced the potato wedges from $3 to $1.50, and so she got a little snack that could tide her over until we could go home and have dinner together. And that's it. End of story. That's the little cute story about my girlfriend getting some potato wedges. And you'd think it would end there, but this is the internet. So she tweeted about it in classic Fiona fashion, and it got like weirdly big enough that it became a Twitter moment. It was under like the haha section, which by the way, just sounds sarcastic when the section is just haha. At least make it, I don't know, a capital lol or like ha 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 or something. But the moment was called "Being frugal can be a waiting game," potato emoji. And yeah, it's just a cute little moment about Fiona getting these potato wedges, and there's lots of people being like, yeah, that's awesome, or like sharing other stories of times they've been frugal, and it's really funny. But then the assholes come in, and let me tell you, all of these guys, and I'm pretty sure all...
Shut the fuck up. Anyone who can ever be mean to me is a guy. Well, yeah. And Blair White, of course, and some, like, a lot of chicks who don't fucking like you. Get used to that.
If not most of them are guys, are literally trying to like mansplain the concept of time and money to Fiona. I'm not going to read any of them out individually because I don't want to give them the attention. capital lol or like ha 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 or something. But the moment was called being frugal.
Hold on.
They realized that they were supposed to put it reduced earlier.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. My sister came in telling me about pizza. Now I'm hungry as shit because I've been sitting here for hours and I haven't eaten anything yet.
And so eventually they reduced the potato stuff, and then they would get to that soon. And so I think they just took a little bit longer to the grocery store and was just like, hey, these are probably going to be discounted soon. She thought, I work from home and I'm there when she gets home, but I had something to do that evening, and so I was out. And
yeah, I've got to rewind this because I have to see what he said.
Earlier that day, she had forgotten her keys, which meant that she needed to wait for me to get home before she could get home, because otherwise she would just be waiting outside our front door. And so she had some time to kill after work and got to the grocery store and was just like, hey, these are probably going to be discounted soon. She thought it was going to be like 5 or 10 minutes. And so she waits and they didn't do it. And at that point, she's like committed, you know? So she's staying there and waiting. And she could see that they were discounting other stuff and then they would get to that soon. And so I think they just took a little bit longer than normal to get to it. She said when they did come out in market, they seemed like rushed because they realized that they were supposed to put it reduced earlier. And so eventually they reduced the potato wedges from $3 to $1.50. And so she got a little snack that could tide her over until we could go home and have dinner together. And that's it. End of story. That's the little cute story about my girlfriend getting some potato wedges. And you'd think it would end there, but this is the internet. So she tweeted about it in classic Fiona fashion, and it got like weirdly big enough that it became a Twitter moment. It was under like the haha section, which by the way, just sounds sarcastic when the section is just haha. At least make it, I don't know, a capital lol or like ha 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 or something. But the moment was called being frugal can be a waiting game, potato emoji. And yeah, it's just a cute little moment about Fiona getting these potato wedges, and there's lots of people being like, yeah, that's awesome, or like sharing other stories of times they've been frugal, and it's really funny. But then the assholes come in, and let me tell you, all of these guys, and I'm pretty sure want to explain the concept of time and money to Fiona. I'm not going to read any of them out individually because I don't want to give them the attention, but there's literally guys being like, well,
I don't want to give them the attention, but I really need the attention and the money. Give me your money, please. Money, money, money. And of course, this video is over 10 minutes because it didn't need to be over 10 minutes because it's a simple ass fucking story. All you have to do, like I did a video talking about a fucking tweet, talking about a situation, and I could have went on for 10 minutes, but I fucking didn't. Like, look, I'm not saying that you can't make a video for views and everything, but don't stretch the fucking material. Don't stretch the material, so obviously stretch it to get to 10 minutes or over. Like babble on, but I think Riley Dennis just does it because he really thinks this shit is important to talk about.
Well, if you had worked for that hour that you're waiting for the potatoes, you could have earned like this amount of money, and your time is obviously worth more than $1.50. And it's like, yeah, no shit, but not everyone.
Where are the tweets? Where are the tweets at? Let me scan through this right quick. Let me see how many tweets. Oh, okay. This is so he finally starts talking about, like, he finally starts showing the tweets, like, okay, we're at 3 minutes and 13 seconds. He starts showing tweets fucking 6 minutes and 3 minutes later. Tell me he's not stretching this shit out for 10 minutes so he can get it to 10 minutes to get that sweet ad revenue. Because, like you're just basically just saying shit. You're not showing me anything, any proof that your girlfriend is being mansplained to.
For one, the timestamps of her tweets when she started waiting and when she actually got the potatoes. But then she's also...
Oh, he's showing her tweets. See what I'm saying? This is why I shouldn't have clicked on this.
Like, towards the end of her tweet thread, she's like, I've been waiting here for nearly 30 minutes. And that should be, like, if you're just reading the tweet thread, you should see her mention 30 minutes, even if you don't look at the timestamps, and be like, oh.
But, like, waiting for, like, honestly, waiting 30 minutes, like, for someone to discount some fucking potato wedges. Like, I could see if you were talking about, like, shoes. You know, like, but this shows you how fucking privileged, like, he and Riley are. Sorry, not he and Riley. Fiona and Riley are. They'll sit around waiting for them to reduce the fucking price of potato wedges. Come on. Fucking potato wedges. Oh, this is such of course, another, like, privileged twats. Like, their fucking fan base. Of course they relate to this shit. waiting for like I said, clothes, shoes, like important shit to be put on discount. But fucking potato wedges. Oh, these potato wedges I need for a mild snack. I need them. I need them to be discounted. I need them. This will solve world hunger right now. But like I said, they'll go on and on about how they're disenfranchised in some way, but like this is their life. They're not getting nationwide acclaim for anything else but this.
7. Woman waited 3 hours for half-price potato wedges. It's just not true. Like, it's just objectively not true. And
where's all that mansplaining you were talking about? Because I don't see any fucking tweets.
Think they got is that Fiona said in her tweet, she said it has 3:15 as the timestamp and it's now 6:25, and surely they don't leave these things out longer than 3 hours. But she wasn't saying that she had been there since 3:15. She was saying the potatoes were marked as being put out at 3:15, and so she was guessing that 3 hours later they would be marked reduced. Fiona was at work up until that point. She probably left at like, I don't know, 5:30 or something, 6. So you have to like...
This was so important to talk about. So important. Yeah, I think I might just click out of this. This is so pointless.
Woman's tactical hour-long wait in supermarket to secure half-price potato wedges goes viral. I don't know where they got the hour from. I kind of understood the last one, how they misread 3 hours. I don't know where this one got hour-long. Nothing in the tweets mentions an hour. Like, it's very clearly almost 30 minutes. It's like 20-something minutes if you sweater and they go on a monologue about how they got it discounted.
Yep, I'm out. I'm fucking out. This video means absolutely fucking nothing. Like, just making money off just making money off your girlfriend's little moment. Like, that's about it. Bye. Which wasn't even that, like, it's the fucking internet. They make stupid shit go viral for some reason. I have no idea why that was there.
Hi everyone, my name is...
Oh, that's way too damn loud. Inclusive queer sites. The potato wedges tweet. Tumblr's porn ban. I wonder what he has to say about... Yeah, I wonder what he has to say about that. Let's look at that.
On December 17th, Tumblr decided to ban all not safe for work content on their platform. Anything involving nudity or porn is now gone. And if you're not involved in any of those Tumblr communities or don't know many
Actually, that's not entirely true. There's still porn. Believe me, I've seen it.
Workers, that might not seem like a big deal, but it has already devastated tons of people, and it's a symptom of how
it's devastated them. It's devastated them. There's no other fucking platform where you could like get you can solicit porn. You know, not like the hundreds and hundreds of thousands of porn websites.
The internet is being shaped into some kind of Puritan moralistic tool to
See what I'm saying? Remember the last video where he said, oh, here's how you can make outrage out of something small and make a profit, which is what you're doing once again. It's not a big fucking deal. Like, porn being banned on Tumblr was not a big deal. Like I said, there's so many other porn purveyors on the internet. Can go anywhere to sell porn. It's not hard. Why you need to sell porn on Tumblr specifically? It's not like it's mostly fucking kids on that website anyway.
Who is and who isn't allowed online. So first, let's go over what happened with Tumblr specifically, and later in this video we'll talk about what that means for the rest of the internet. Basically, Tumblr has always been a weird fucking place. It has all sorts of different niches and communities and fandoms, and a good chunk of that has, in the past, been not safe for work content. And I think when people hear that, they think of normal porn videos, like it was just a bunch of Pornhub videos organized in a different format. But that's not what it was. It was communities that draw and paint nude characters. It was sex workers who built an audience making unique content. It was people
which they could have gone on Pornhub to do. Like, why do you have to do it on Tumblr? Their video streaming thing is fucking shit anyway. Their audience, like, you can't use that shit without mods. Honestly, like, it's the worst place to be a porn purveyor. To be a pornographer is on fucking Tumblr. It's the worst place to do it. Because remember when you got the social justice warriors, you're gonna talk shit. Why'd you color this so light? Why'd you make this that? Like, it's the worst fucking place to do anything, but especially porn.
celebrating their different body shapes, and it was queer people who were exploring their sexuality through history and art. And that stuff might not be your cup of tea, but it was really important to all of the people who spent years there making friends or making a living in those spaces. And now it's all just gone. It's honestly pretty devastating to watch.
It's not all gone. There is still porn on Tumblr. I can probably no, that's right, I can't. I'm on YouTube right now. I can't show you. But yeah, there's still porn. I still follow some porn accounts. There's still porn. You just got to be slick about it.
Happen because there's nowhere else for
what you could do is like show people a condensed version, like a safe for work version of it, and then give them a link that redirects them to the full, like the full nude or whatever. Like you could do that. It's not hard to be slick. They had, because Tumblr did, like the precautions they took are fucking weak as shit. All they do is like they blur out or they pixelate your avatar. That's all they do. And of course their filters are really weak because they'll fucking block out anything that resembles skin or skin tones in any way. Like it's fucking dumb. Like it's really dumb. But it's not some huge struggle for the pornographers. You can go fucking anywhere and sell that shit. Come on. You can go anywhere. Tumblr is not the hub of all porn.
Those blogs to go. There isn't a good mainstream alternative to Tumblr. Facebook and Instagram also.
What the fuck did you say?
Good mainstream alternative to Tumblr. It's honestly pretty
Pornhub. Fucking Pornhub. Or start a fucking WordPress account. Come on now. Get with it.
Devastating to watch it happen because there's nowhere else for those blogs to go. There isn't
WordPress, Pornhub, shit. I would tell you ass to go to fucking Gab, but of course it's an alt-right hub it's a hub of alt-right activity.
A good mainstream alternative to Tumblr. Facebook and Instagram also ban NSFW content. Twitter isn't the same kind of platform and doesn't foster the same kind of communities. Some people have discussed going to pillowfort.io, but since that's not a very mainstream service, the amount of people they can reach there is much smaller. Pornhub, as I've seen people suggest, isn't a viable option because it's solely video porn, and those Tumblr blogs were a whole lot more than just video porn.
WordPress.
So entire niche communities were just shut down overnight. And for some people, a place where they did a good chunk of their business is now gone. And for what? I've seen a few reasons cited for why
to get rid of child porn, you fucking asshole.
Tumblr is doing this for a
like I get it. That it's fucking, because I get it that it's fucking ridiculous. And how it has affected, like, inoffensive, like not inoffensive, like non-creepy prosecutable porn, but at the same time they did it because like there was child fuckers everywhere. So like you're gonna have to get over that shit. You're gonna have to, like, pornographers, like, do it for the kids. You have to make some sacrifices for the kids. Besides, you can still put porn on there. You just gotta be slick about it. Just stop.
Long time now, Tumblr users themselves have been complaining about porn bots. There are a lot of them.
And if this motherfucker doesn't mention the pedophiles, I'm gonna be fucking angry.
On Tumblr. If you have a Tumblr, a bunch of porn bots probably follow you. They're annoying, they don't add value to the site, they're just spam. And so people wanted Tumblr to get rid of them. Maybe instead of trying to decipher between the porn bots and the real NSFW content, they just decided to ban it all. Then there was Tumblr's child porn problem. The Tumblr app was removed from Apple's App Store after Apple said that they found child porn on the app. Tumblr made some adjustments and eventually got it back on the App Store, but maybe Tumblr wanted to ensure that their app would remain on the App Store for good by simply eliminating all of the porn on it. And then there's, of course, the advertisers. I've heard people say that Tumblr could be getting more ad revenue without NSFW content, so that's why they did it. And lastly, there's FOSTA SESTA, a bill that was signed into law back in April. It was pitched as an anti-sex trafficking bill, but it actually made it harder to crack down on sex trafficking while also hurting sex workers. It's a terrible law, and if you'd like to learn more about it, I have a whole video on it that you can watch by clicking up here. Basically, Fosta Sesta made it so that internet companies could now be liable if it was discovered that anyone on their site was soliciting sex. This caused major sex work websites like Backpage to shut down, and now its effects are spreading out to other sites as well. So maybe this was a move to stay in line with Fosta Sesta and avoid liability. Honestly, I think it may have been the culmination of all of these things. Tumblr saw all of these problems and decided that the easiest way to deal with them would be to ban everything rather than focusing on specific issues. And Fosta Sesta's role really can't be understated here. Sex workers and internet rights groups have for a long time been telling everyone how that bill was going to harm the internet overall. And I think Tumblr's recent actions are evidence of that. Plus, Tumblr could not have chosen a worse day to have these changes go live. December 17th is the International Day to End Violence Against Sex Workers, a day where we remember that sex workers are some of the most marginalized members of society and that we need to stand—
Oh my god, oh wait, fuck. I accidentally clicked on something. I meant to pause it and I accidentally clicked on a video.
And that we need to stand up for their
Wait,
rights.
They said
And
sex
yet,
workers
Tumblr
are some
used
of those marginalized fucking people.
Evidence of that. Plus, Tumblr could not have chosen a worse day to have these changes go live. December 17th is the International Day to End Violence Against Sex Workers, a day where we remember that sex workers are some of the most marginalized members of society and that we need to stand up.
No. 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 Fuck no. Yeah, because we all know about, like, you know, the whole thing. Well, of course, like, there's sex trafficking and shit, but that's usually done to regular people, like people they just kidnap off the street in general. But like, it's the most oh my god, the most marginalized people.
For their rights. And yet, Tumblr used that day to remove sex workers and sex work communities from their platform. It's just adding insult to injury, really. And also, if you read Tumblr's official announcement, you'll notice something that has become somewhat of a meme recently. Tumblr's announcement said that female-presenting nipples would be banned, which had a lot of people asking, what the fuck is a female-presenting nipple? If I put a little mustache on my nipple, does it become a male-presenting nipple? If I smear it with lipstick, is it a female?
Let me skip past your fucking jokes. You were so not funny.
It's like social justice-y language, but it makes no fucking sense. It's the kind of phrase that someone uses to make them sound woke without actually meaning anything. It just means female nipple.
You mean like your general vocabulary? Then that's what you mean.
They mean that if their content moderators see a nipple, they will judge if the person attached to it is a man or a woman based on their appearance, and then either allow it or ban it based on what they perceive. That's not that different from like Instagram's policy, where people who are perceived as men can be topless all they want, but people who are perceived as women have to censor their nipples. And if your gender is ambiguous at all, it's really up to Instagram's discretion what they choose to do.
Honestly, it's because, yeah, women titties are seen as more sexual as male titties. And it's not because of some hatred of fucking women. It's because even other women can be, like, fully, like, aroused by titties. With guys, it's like, it's different. It's like, okay, they got nice pecs and shit, but can you ever imagine being titty fucked by a man or, you know, shit like it's just not as erotic as male chesticles, you know? And I kind of understand that, but at the same time, it's just like, eh. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I fully understand that. I understand how one is different from the other. Because men and women are different. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. If you want to post porn, just do it on a fucking porn website. Or like I said, on WordPress or something. Shit.
Instagram's policy sucks, but at least it didn't have the phrase female presenting nipple. It seemed like Tumblr really wanted to act like their no lady nipple policy was somehow progressive with that line. Like, fuck off. And to top it all off, even before the policy went into effect before December 17th, if you went to Tumblr and searched for porn-related topics, you'd get nothing back. But if you searched for white supremacist blogs, you'd find a whole lot. I don't know about you, but I'd much rather have porn than white supremacy. I don't think that's a hard choice. So on Tumblr, you can't see female presenting nipples, but you can be exposed to white supremacist conspiracy theories that could radicalize you and make you hate marginalized people. I just feel like our priorities are wrong here. Like, as a society, we should be cracking down on hate speech and fascism, but instead we're
you know, like advocating for the... It's funny how you don't call out the people who advocate for the murder of white people and cis straight men and shit like that. Like, you know, you want to call like the white supremacists out, you got to call the other people out. But then again, that's like what 90% of Tumblr. So yeah, that's why they don't crack down on racism, because they don't have to crack down on the other side of racism. The people who say all cis white straight men should die, and that's, like I said, that's like what 80-90% of the website. Everybody be fucking gone. So that's why they're not doing that.
Cracking down on sex. One of those things is a whole lot worse than the other. And where are the free speech advocates, by the way? Those folks seem to pop up out of the woodwork only to defend the most heinous kinds of speech.
Because fucking go anywhere else, because they know that you can go anywhere else to sell porn. Come on. It's not some huge sacrifice.
If there's a Nazi yelling some bullshit, the free speech advocates are there. But ban all types of NSFW content and they're silent. What the
And it's not fucking banned. There's still porn on Tumblr. You just gotta be slick. So stop whining, because like I said, I'm on Tumblr. I'm still following some porn accounts. There is still porn on Tumblr. I just fucking saw an entire gift set of a guy five fucking gifts of a guy blowing somebody. There's still porn. Like I said, you just gotta be slick. It was in black and white, and again, because like I think that, like the female presenting nipple thing is stupid. So I guess that's why they didn't pick up on it, because it's black and white, so there's no flesh, and there's no nipple. So they just let it slide.
Fuck. There can be free speech for racists, but not free speech for titties? Titties are so much better than racists. Sex workers are being driven off the internet. Meanwhile, Nazis are making comfortable homes in like every popular social media platform. It is...
Yeah, like I said before, if you're gonna call out racism, you gotta call out both sides of racism. And if they were to ban Nazis, they'd have to get rid of black supremacists and like just hateful bigots of every fucking variety. And that's like I said, that's 90% of the fucking website. That's 90% of fucking Tumblr. It's just people saying, "Oh my god, I just hate white people." Like, yeah. So if you're gonna ban Nazis, you gotta ban them too. And if you're banning people for saying shit, you gotta ban everybody for saying shit. So like if you go around and type, "I hate white people" or "I hate black people" like once, they're probably gonna ban you for that. They probably have grounds to ban you for that. Like, it's silly. It's silly to ban, like, porn over the Nazis and all that, but like I said, you can't be selective when it comes to what you're going to ban in terms of racism. Otherwise, people are going to call that out and call you a hypocrite. And so that's why they're not doing that.
Absolutely unbelievable to me that our society sees it as normal and routine to ban NSFW content, but then finds it really hard, if not impossible, to ban.
Oh my god, just because Tumblr did it doesn't mean it's routine. They're marginalizing sex workers.
Nazi and white supremacist content. I just don't get it. Nazis hurt and kill people. The far right guy.
Yeah, I'm sure all the fucking Nazis that run Tumblr accounts are all going out lynching people at once. All together. No, they're not. There are like those boogeymen Nazis from like the 60s and shit. They're not around anymore. Like the worst Nazi you will get is someone like David Duke, and even he's not doing shit. Like Nazis are just like sitting around chilling, expressing their dumbass fucking views on the internet, and that's about it. They're not going out in the middle of the street, dragging people from cars and lynching them anymore. Like that's not widespread like it used to be. But they're dangerous. They're dangerous. Yeah. But I kind of understand why Tumblr had to flush the porn out, because there are some child pornographers on that fucking website, and they were and that's a predominantly Tumblr is a place where that's predominantly underage. So like, yeah, just shut up and take one for the kids, all right? Just shut up. And besides, like I said, there's still porn on Tumblr. Believe me.
who killed Heather Heyer in Charlottesville last year was just convicted of murder a couple weeks ago. That's where that ideology leads. Titties.
Oh, shut up. Let me just fast forward.
Or bottoms. You couldn't talk about your tits or ass or how clean your genitals are? What the fuck, Facebook? Those guidelines don't just apply to public posts. Things you share privately with close friends fall under these guidelines too. This is like level.
Yeah, I love how like he only cares about censorship when it comes to something that he likes. Censor anything else that involves straight people, white people, cis people, silent crickets. He doesn't want to hear that shit. But porn, where am I gonna get my furry trans pan lesbian porn from?
99 Puritan bullshit, policing people's sexuality to the point where it's clear Facebook doesn't want any of us fucking. It is so weird how these huge tech companies who are
yeah, it's so weird that like a website with a lot of fucking kids frequent don't want porn there. It's so weird. Like I said, I don't necessarily agree with it, but like you gotta kind of understand where they're coming from. I mean, they should just put oh my god, they should put fail safes in, like, just put some kind of security where someone who does a predominantly not safe for work blog can like restrict it to people of a certain age, or like have people, like, if you make a Tumblr account and you're under the age of 18. You have to give to put out what your age is. I mean, a lot of people can lie, but see, that's where that gets tricky. Like there should be fail safes put in. So a person with a porn blog can actually block young people from seeing their shit.
Supposed to be progressive and shit are just trying to drag us back into the 16th century where nobody feels comfortable openly talking about their sexuality. Activists have been working for—
Wait, hang on, what?
Facebook doesn't want any of us fucking. It is so weird how these huge tech companies who are supposed to be progressive and shit are just trying to drag us back into the 16th century.
It's almost like you created this fucking climate for everyone to be overly sensitive about shit to the point where they ban everything. It's almost like it's partially your fucking fault. Dumbass. Jesus.
Where nobody feels comfortable openly talking about their sexuality. Activists have been working for so long to destigmatize talking about sex. And Facebook's just like, nah, fuck that. Sex positivity? Never heard of her. Facebook's sexless utopia is all you need now, apparently. It just makes no fucking sense, but
if I can't find porn on Tumblr where mostly kids are, the world's gone Puritan. Yeah, but like I said, I just saw a video of him complaining that people take shit too seriously and manufacture outrage for their own financial gain. But he's not doing it here. He's not doing it. It's fucking one place. You can go to Pornhub. Like, you can go to Pornhub and do this shit. You can put links in the description that lead to artwork on a separate fucking website. You can like make. I know you can make photo collages in video form. And then sell the fucking pictures like in some way on fucking Pornhub. Come on now. And like I said, WordPress, Patreon, stuff like that, lo-fi, whatever. Come on. There's no fucking excuse for this shit.
And Patreon have also been cracking down on sex workers and NSFW content creators for a while now, which makes it much harder for them to make a living. This isn't just about social media. It's about the larger question of who do we allow to exist on the internet? Who is allowed out in our communities and on our websites. Right now, more and more places are banning sex workers without much of a question or public debate. It's our job to defend them because they're people just doing their jobs like the rest of us, but also because those bans never start and end there. They spread to all NSFW content, then spread to queer content, and then they spread to anything sexual. And soon, like we've seen with
keep in mind, he just like implied that queer content was inherently sexual. But anyway, like I was saying, like you helped create this fucking puritanical, everything is fucking offensive and gross and weird and everything should be fucking banned because I don't like it. You helped create this fucking climate. You made your bed, fucking sleep in it. Like, you should don't make fucking videos about how you are outraged about this shit because you helped create this climate. So shut up.
Facebook, tech companies get to decide how or even if you talk about sex. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a shitty future to me. Anyway, that's all I had for you today. If you'd like—
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Anyway, yeah, Riley Dennis is still a piece of shit. And a liar and completely disingenuous and whatever. Okay, so that's gonna be it for the night, because I'm fucking hungry as shit. And I gotta stop here. Because, like, something about talking about Riley Dennis makes me burn calories. And that's a good thing, but it also makes me extremely fucking hungry. Ugh. One day I'm gonna eat this bastard. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the night, guys. I'm sorry I didn't have the time to read the rest of your chats, super chats. Like, if anyone sent me a super chat within the last 20-15 minutes. But yeah, I'm gonna have to stop here for the day. Thank you guys for I'm sorry I didn't get that much out of the girl defined thing, but they're just so fucking boring for the mostly. Yeah, thanks for hanging in there with me for like at least 3 hours. I think it's been. You guys are awesome, and that's gonna do it for the night. That problem with that poo video, like I said, it might be out by the middle of January, maybe a little longer than that. I'm not entirely sure yet. But yeah, look out for that pretty soon. And like I said, once again, thank you, and especially thank you to the people who gave me super chats. You guys are fucking amazing. Most of them coming from Bri-Fi. Thank you, and like I said, good night. You guys are the fucking greatest. Thank you.